KSAM Huntsville, your hometown radio station.
Here we go. The only thing matters is a win. That's it. Whatever it takes. Let's go, man. Let's win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
The following is a KSAM Sports Network presentation. It's Friday night in Hornets country. This is Huntsville Hornets High School football. Proudly brought to you by First Financial Bank, Advantage Specialties, Charlie's Used Cars, Walker County Federal Credit Union, Northside Baptist Church, AB Squared Self Storage, Copeland Family Dentistry, Hooks Family Farm, Wiesner.
All right, friends, welcome to another edition of Huntsville Hornet Football live tonight from Bauer Stadium here in Huntsville, Texas. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams, and we apologize. It appears that the old internet back at the station went out, but we decided, hey, we're going to go ahead and keep it live right here for those that are already on YouTube waiting. Want to remind you that these games, of course, brought to you by our good friends at First Financial Bank. First Financial Bank, you first, and also, you know, we're really blessed, Brian, to be able to provide video services, of course, of our kids, seeing what they're happening. We started that last year, and this year, our KSAM Sports Network sponsor, it's powered by our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, the hometown experts in celebrating life. So I wanted to thank those two right off the bat. But, Brian, set for a good one here tonight as Huntsville looking to get back onto the winning ways after a tough loss a week ago versus C.E. King. That was a team, a 6A team, boasting many, of course, Division I players, about 8 of them or so. But here tonight, starting 10-5A conference play, back at home, and it's a great night for football, hardly a cloud in the sky.
Beautiful night for football, man. Friday night lights. And you're right, tonight's where it starts. I mean, this is district play. This is where it begins. This is where it counts. Every game is a must-win game. You know, last week, C.E. King with some really good, talented athletes. You know, we were talking about they had several up to 8 or 9 D1 commits playing for them. And just, you know, to be honest with you, did a number on the Hornets. So Hornets need to bounce back tonight, take what they learned last week, and put it to use Tonight's a new night. Brian Rudder's in town. It's going to be a great ball game.
We're starting the Advantage Specialties countdown to kickoff, and again, without having the station, we don't get the feedback from us that has our pregame coaches showing those things. For now, though, we'll step aside. We'll take just a few moments. You'll hear from our public address announcer, Mr. Tony Kulak, and we'll be back here in just a few moments. 25 minutes until we get things started here in Huntsville. Stay with us. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
And your Huntsville Hornets.
And Brian, I believe our feed may be back at the station now, and we'll get confirmation in that in just a few minutes. So we'll go ahead and keep it up here. We'll wait for that official confirmation. When we do, we'll start the intro and kind of restart things here. But again, Brian, set for a good one tonight. These kids are out here. They're ready to play, and I don't want to jump the gun, but we may have some players back tonight that have been injured. I don't know 100% sure yet if Jalen McClain, that's going to be a game-time decision. But we've heard from Coach that there could be a possibility. We also have a new kid that has hopped on from the JV team, William Booker. We may see him at that running back position tonight, and then also Shiloh Jones, number 28. So two kids that have made their way onto the varsity roster tonight, and we'll see how it's set up for them.
Yeah, you know what? The Hornets have a very talented pipeline going down into middle school. So I'm not surprised that there may be some JV kid come up, maybe to get some playing time tonight. But you know what? Tonight's district play, man. This is where it counts. This is where it begins. You got Brian Rudder. They're 3-0, undefeated. The Hornets, of course, are 2-1 after that loss last week against C.E. King. Very important game for the Hornets tonight. They got to come out strong, and they've got to move that ball and put points on the board. That's what killed them last week. They just had no offense and were basically overwhelmed by a very talented 6A top-ranked team in C.E. King. Tonight's a new night. It's going to be exciting.
All right, friends, we'll step aside. We'll take a break as we kind of reset things back from the station. You'll hear the intro, and then we'll get after it. It's Huntsville Hornet football live tonight on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Banners, signs, Advantage Specialties can help get your name on virtually anything. For custom in-house embroidery, promotional products, printing, and much more, check out AdvantageSpecialties.com. That's AdvantageSpecialties.com. Eat 'em up, cats, and sting 'em, hornets.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
Here we go. The only thing matters is a win. That's it. Whatever it takes. Let's go, man. Let's win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
The following is a KSAM Sports Network presentation. It's Friday night in Hornets country. This is Huntsville Hornets High School football. Proudly brought to you by First Financial Bank, Advantage Specialties, Charlie's Used Cars, Walker County Federal Credit Union, Northside Baptist Church, AB Squared Self-Storage, Copeland Family Dentistry, Hooks Family Farm, Wiesner of Huntsville, Hartfield Florist, Moak & Moak Attorneys at Law, MRC Creekside, Murray Insurance and Financial Services, Climatech Secure Storage, The Trophy Case, Frank Olivar's Pinnacle Realty, University Heights Baptist Church, Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club, Hits Solutions, University Hotel, Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty, Adams Furniture, Bill Fick Ford, Community Service Credit Union, Huntsville Independent School District, Joetta's Boutique, Texpress Urgent Care, The Woodlands Financial Group, and More Insurance, Wiesner Conroe Hyundai, Fat Boys Pizza. Now, live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth, here's Rob Hipp and Brian Adams.
Brian, sometimes it's so good you just reset it twice. Welcome back here, Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams. We are 20 minutes to go before we get things started here at Bauer Stadium. It is 10-5A football about to get rolling here tonight on a beautiful fall night. Brian, I got to tell you, when that cool wind blows in, the cool air, the attitude changes. Coach talked to us at the Hornet Nation Coaches Show about how the kids jump around a little bit more, and it's just one of those nights. I feel excitement in the air. Fans are starting to come in. It's going to be a great night for football here in Huntsville, Texas.
Yeah, you know what? It's football weather. I mean, it's that time of year, and I always say this is my favorite time of year. You know, you got Friday game tonight. You know, Brian Rudder comes in down Highway 30, coming into Bauer Stadium tonight, undefeated 3-0 against the Huntsville Hornets, who are 2-1. So the Hornets have a lot to prove after last week's game. They need to come out tonight, Rob. They've got to make a statement early, got to move the change, play mistake-free football. They do those kind of things, it'll be a great outcome.
19 minutes before we get things started as we continue our Advantage Specialties countdown to kickoff. Again, video streaming services on the KSAM Sports Network, powered by our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, the hometown experts in celebrating life. For now, though, we'll step aside. We'll take a break as we'll go to head coach Southern for Southern Talk, presented by Charlie's Used Cars. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Advantage Specialties is your one-stop shop for promotional needs. Need a logo on a shirt or hat? Advantage Specialties provides embroidery in-house. This helps to make the process fast and affordable. What about promotional products, banners, signs? Advantage Specialties can help get your name on virtually anything. For custom in-house embroidery, promotional products, printing, and much more, check out AdvantageSpecialties.com. That's AdvantageSpecialties.com. Eat 'em up, cats, and sting 'em, hornets.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
This is Tim Rushing with Charlie's Used Cars. Business has been great and we are low in inventory. If you have a vehicle you are looking to sell or no longer need, come by and see us at Charlie's Used Cars. We are looking for fresh, clean vehicles and will give you a no-obligation offer on the spot. Charlie's Used Cars stands ready and willing to offer you superior customer service. Speaking of service, don't forget about our service center, Charlie's Service Center, where we offer routine service, minor repairs, state inspections, and so much more. Give us a call at 936-291-3473 or shop us online at charliesusedcars.com.
It's time for Southern Talk with Hornet head coach Rodney Southern, brought to you by Charlie's Used Cars. An in-depth discussion about this week's Hornet opponent. Now here's the coach with Rob Hipp.
A tough loss, Coach, this past Friday to close out non-district play. C.E. King took advantage of some mishaps. A tough night for the Hornet offense to get going. And, you know, to be fair, though, the kids were dealing, you know, with a lot going on. I know that there was a lot on their hearts that night. Also some injuries and those kind of things. Just kind of your thoughts on that game, Coach.
Well, it was disappointing, you know, and disappointing in the fact that, you know, not winning or losing, because there's going to come a point, you know, and I said it to the newspaper, you know, we've kind of gotten spoiled around here, you know, winning a lot of football games, and then when you do lose one, everybody kind of looks for reasons why, you know, and we played a really, really good football team. I think they're underrated in terms of the level of talent, and they're underrated partially because of the district they're in with Galena Park, North Shore, and a lot of the teams that are historically really, really good in 6A. So disappointing. And then, you know, and obviously the injury that happened early in the game, that's always tough for kids a lot of times to handle and to try to bounce back from. And, you know, we were also dealing with some other things, but that's not an excuse. You know, they lined up physically and beat us in every phase of the game, and did it with some very talented football players, obviously, but we also helped them. We gave them 14 points basically off turnovers, and did some things that we historically haven't done. But, you know, that's also why you play a non-district schedule. That's also why you play tough teams, or try to play tough teams, because you see the same thing happening all across the state. You know, Willis beat A&M Consolidated that same night. So, you know, and that was kind of unexpected. But, you know, our kids will bounce back. We've got a good week of practice and a good week of prep, and, you know, and everybody's 0-0, and that's a old cliche, but it is true. You know, now we've got 3 games before an open week, and we've got to take care of our business.
Coach, we've seen some of the defensive guys kind of switch over and play a little bit of offense. We saw that with Calvin Simmons a couple of weeks. Saw that also, of course, with Seth Carroll. Do you kind of prepare for those situations heading into each week with those defensive guys making a transition to offense, and kind of how does that work?
Well, what we normally do, we've done it a lot of different ways over the years, but, we have some guys that we know if we need to use them on one side of the ball or the other that we can, and we work that into our practice schedule where they're primary defense or primary offense, but they have at least some time where they know a few of the things that we would need them to do. Calvin's done that for a couple years. Seth Carroll did it the other night at tight end, and part of that's out of necessity because, we've got some guys banged up and some guys that are hopefully going to be back this week from injury, but our depth is not enough now at the skill positions where we can just say you're just going to be one side of the ball. There's a couple offensive guys, if we needed them to go in and play in the secondary, we could do that as well.
It was a night where we saw those injuries. You talked about that. What did you tell the guys after the game, Coach?
Well, big thing, we went in at halftime. When you're down at halftime, you kind of at that point have to go back and kind of refocus. I said play well the third and fourth quarter. You can't do anything about injuries. You can't do about anything that happened 5-10 minutes ago, but you can do something about what happens after this. And I thought we played much better the second half. But at the same time, we also had some other guys that got opportunities to play that may not have gotten opportunities to play in a game, and that's good for those kids. And then at that point, you kind of focus on win this play, win this series, whatever it is, and then you kind of forget it. And, of course, we had Coach Williams' funeral Saturday, so we took the kids to that, and you kind of put that one to bed and focus on Brian Rudder.
This is Tim Rushing with Charlie's Used Cars. Business has been great and we are low in inventory. If you have a vehicle you are looking to sell or no longer need, come by and see us at Charlie's Used Cars. We are looking for fresh, clean vehicles and will give you a no-obligation offer on the spot. Charlie's Used Cars stands ready and willing to offer you superior customer service. Speaking of service, don't forget about our service center, Charlie's Service Center, where we offer routine service, minor repairs, state inspections, and so much more. Give us a call at 936-291-3473 or shop us online at charliesusedcars.com.
Last season, the Hornets defeating Rudder on the road. It was 36-17. How has the preparation been heading into this one? You mentioned earlier it's 0-0 now, and basically a new season as you start district play.
Yeah, because everybody that in our district except Montgomery will actually play a district game Friday night or Friday and Saturday. But the preparation's been good. Of course, Monday and Tuesday was a little bit hot, but of course today the drop in temperature always kind of makes your practice a little bit more lively, and we actually got through a little bit ahead of schedule today in terms of what we needed to get done. But we've got a challenge this week because Brian Rudder's playing really well. They didn't get the opportunity to play this past week because the team they were supposed to play had some hurricane issues, so they ended up canceling the game and they couldn't find another game. So we're kind of even. Both of us have played 3 games.
This is Tim Rushing with Charlie's Used Cars. Business has been great and we are low in inventory. If you have a vehicle you are looking to sell or no longer need, come by and see us at Charlie's Used Cars. We are looking for fresh, clean vehicles and will give you a no-obligation offer on the spot. Charlie's Used Cars stands ready and willing to offer you superior customer service. Speaking of service, don't forget about our service center, Charlie's Service Center, where we offer routine service, minor repairs, state inspections, and so much more. Give us a call at 936-291-3473 or shop us online at charliesusedcars.com.
Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home is a proud member of the Huntsville community. I am a proud member of the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home team. Hi, this is Billy Cawthon, and I'm also a proud Huntsville Hornet football alumni, class of 1999. This year we are celebrating the next generation of Hornet football as my son is playing on the freshman team. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we understand life is about celebrations, and we are the hometown experts in celebrating life. Sing 'em, Hornets.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
All right, friends, back at it. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams as we continue our Advantage Specialties countdown to kickoff. You just heard from Coach Southern there on the Charlie's Used Cars Southern Talk. And Brian, again, set for a good one today. Carlos Zimmermann is down on the field. Carlos, we'll go down to you. How are the field conditions? And by the way, all of our sideline coverage also made possible by our good friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. CZ, down to you.
Well, Rob, it's rather cool down here, and that's the nice thing. So when I'm running up and down this sideline tonight, it won't be as hot and sweaty as it has been the last couple of weeks, and it's going to make a great atmosphere for the game tonight as well. Rudder coming in 3-0. They're looking to get a big win and keep their undefeated season going. Huntsville trying to bounce back after the loss to CE King last week. So it's going to be a lot of fun down here, and we'll have every bit of it for you throughout the night here from the sideline live tonight at Bauer Stadium.
All right, Carlos, as always, appreciate you as we'll go back to the field here as we continue our Advantage Specialties countdown to kickoff. Brian mentioned it a little bit earlier just about this Huntsville Hornet team. They're still trying to find some of their identity. After the defense, they lost a few guys over the offseason. Of course, the majority of their defense had a first good 2 games, had that blip up at CE King, but granted the kids were going through a lot and looking to get back into the winning ways tonight. Of course, it's white out here tonight, so many of the fans also wearing their white shirts, but I believe we're set for a good one. Hornets looking to rebound, and they're playing Rudder, who is a very tough team. Rudder comes into this contest 3-0. They're averaging almost 50 points a game, but they played teams that have struggled this year and over the years, and not putting them down, but they had a blowout really going versus Elgin. They shut them out. They played other teams such as Bastrop to get the season started, and so tonight, Rudder, this is going to be, let's be honest, their first real challenge of this season.
What an exciting opportunity. You know, these two teams, Rob, honestly have a little rivalry going on. I mean, you're just down the road about 45 minutes down Highway 30. So these teams are very familiar with each other, played each other the last 5, 6, 7 years, whatever it's been. It's been a while. But tonight I'm looking for a different performance out of A.J. Wilson, the quarterback for the Huntsville Hornets. I mean, this is his team. This is his show on offense. He needs to step up. He needs to do the things he did as a junior. And one of the things that is when he would drop back, if he couldn't find a wide out open downfield, he would take the ball and run and pick up 30, 40 yards at a time. So far this year, that has not been the case. I look for him to have a great game tonight. It's going to be exciting. Man, football weather, beautiful.
One thing, Brian, and for those on the video can see it, but those of you that are just listening over the radio on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, our kids are able to walk back through the stands again this year. They're doing that right now just down below us to the right side as they are walking through the stands, getting high fives, Coach Southern joining them. Boy, that is such a beautiful sight to see.
That is a beautiful sight to see. It's so good for those players. The fans are right beside them, patting them on the shoulder pads, patting them on the helmet, wishing them good luck, all that kind of stuff. Just a great thing, and Coach Southern implemented that when he got here. Man, it is super cool, and I'm glad they're doing it here tonight.
Speaking of Coach Southern, beginning his 34th year this season of coaching, 20th season as athletic director and head football coach. This young, I say young coach. Coach would probably chuckle if I said young coach, but you know what? I look at him as a young man because the way that he coaches, the way that Coach Southern cares about these kids, loves these kids. He even says, look, I treat these kids like they're my own sons.
Yeah,
Coach Southern cares about them, Brian.
Yeah, he does, Rob. You're exactly right. 8 years ago when he got here, I met him as soon as I possibly could. He was here maybe one day when I met him, and I got to visit with him for about an hour. And in that first 5 minutes, I knew he was a great coach, and he was going to do great things for the Hornets, and he has not let anybody down. He has done that. He has turned this program around, got it back to the way it was back in the day. You know, it's all about Hornets, nothing but that winning attitude and team atmosphere, and, man, it's fantastic.
And also, Brian, wanted to give a special shout-out tonight to Mr. Bernard Boston. His daughter, Madison, plays percussion in the Hornet Band. She's in 11th grade. The mom is Nicole Boston, so a shout-out to the Boston family. We'll have that beautiful Huntsville Hornet military marching band at halftime, but I ran into Mr. Boston down earlier when I was down over where the concessions were. We chatted for a little bit, and that's what we like to do is just we want to bring everybody in and make them feel like, hey, guys, this is your broadcast.
Oh, you know what? The fan hotline is so much fun. I mean, we got people all over the country, and in some cases all over the world, send us text messages wishing the Hornets well, wishing us well up in the booth. so much fun, the fan interaction, and it's like one big family, and that's what we want, and that's what we have here with the Huntsville Hornets.
5:37 to go before we get things started, as we'll wrap up the Advantage Specialties countdown to kickoff, as the Huntsville Hornets now running through right now, coming down onto the field, running through their blow-up with that beautiful Rocking H flag. Huntsville tonight, by the way, they're in their black jerseys, white numbers, black pants, the Hornet helmets in white with the Rocking H logo glistening under the lights here. The United States flag out there as well. For now, though, we'll step aside. We'll wrap up the Advantage Specialties countdown to kickoff. When we come back, we'll have the Walker County Federal Credit Union starting lineup and kickoff. Stay with us, friends. This is Huntsville Hornet football on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Advantage Specialties is your one-stop shop for promotional needs. Need a logo on a shirt or hat? Advantage Specialties provides embroidery in-house. This helps to make the process fast and affordable. What about promotional products? Banners, signs? Advantage Specialties can help get your name on virtually anything. For custom in-house embroidery, promotional products, printing, and much more, check out AdvantageSpecialties.com. That's AdvantageSpecialties.com. Eat 'em up, cats, and sting 'em, Hornets.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
All right, friends, welcome back. Rob Hipp, Brian Adams live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. We wrap up the Advantage Specialties countdown to kickoff. 3:43 to go before we get things started here. In just a few moments, we'll have our country's beautiful national anthem. Brian, the fans still filing in here at Bowers. A little bit of wind tonight. A beautiful sunset. The sun is already set, but I just love looking at the beautiful sky and how it is painted with the red highlights to our left. That's about the only cloud cover that is here tonight, and it is so gracefully painted up in that sky.
Beautiful. I mean, that's absolutely beautiful.
Let's go down to Tony Kulak, our public address announcer, and our country's national anthem.
Performed by the Huntsville High School Military Marching Band under the direction of John Green. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Boy, just a beautiful playing and rendition of our country's national anthem. We'll step aside and take a break for 30 seconds. When we come back, the kickoff. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Advantage Specialties is your one-stop shop for promotional needs. Need a logo on a shirt or hat? Advantage Specialties provides embroidery in-house. This helps to make the process fast and affordable. What about promotional products? Banners, signs? Advantage Specialties can help get your name on virtually anything. For custom in-house embroidery, promotional products, printing, and much more, check out AdvantageSpecialties.com. That's AdvantageSpecialties.com. Eat 'em up, cats, and sting 'em, Hornets.
All right, friends, welcome back as the team captains for Huntsville now making their way onto the field and joined out there at center field. I believe that is Nemo Winfrey, the senior defensive back, also joined by senior wide receiver Cameron Cole. Hear Tony there just a few moments ago, our public address announcer. The coin flip about to happen here in just a few moments. Always an exciting time, Brian, that coin flip.
Yeah, the referee's out there giving instructions to the captains, and you know what? This game is going to be underway here momentarily.
E.J. Izar is down there, the quarterback. He is one of the captains, also the quarterback for Rudder. And we'll see who that went to, Brian. Looks like the Hornets.
Rudder wins the coin toss. Huntsville elects to receive.
So Huntsville will receive the opening kickoff. And, Brian, you always like that.
I did. You know, I've always liked that because it gives the offense a chance to go out there, put points on the board on their first drive, put a disadvantage to the opponent. I've always loved that. A lot of coaches like to defer to the second half. You know what? Hey, man, whatever. Get the ball, move the ball, have fun, put points on the board, have a good outing.
Our first quarter brought to you by the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club. We appreciate their generous support. Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club, consider joining today. That's the Booster Club. Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club, feel the sting.
Garrett and number 75, Thomas Rowe.
12 minutes up on the board, and we are moments away from kickoff. And again, want to welcome everybody into the broadcast booth. Brought to you by our friends at Copeland Family Dentistry. I'm Rob Hipp alongside the former Hornet football player, Brian Adams, in the house tonight.
Well, you know, one of our captains was Cam Cole, and Cam Cole the last 2 weeks has really come on strong. He's made some good receptions on the outside, picked up some good yardage after the catch. I look for Cam Cole to have another big game tonight. I look for A.J. Wilson to bounce back tonight and have a great ball game. And Justin Butcher, I think the offense tonight is in for a big score.
Jawan Giddens set to receive the kick. Also back there is Justin Butcher. And Jawan was at the coach's show, and he was waiting on me to give him a fist bump, and I didn't see it. That started bouncing around on Twitter. I was going to try to give him one earlier, but I didn't see him down there. So we're going to catch up with him. And now the scoreboard over to our left side has went off tonight, but that don't matter. Kickoff Rudder from left to right. We are underway. 10-5A football fielded at the 25. Skating through defenders. The lane on the 40, down across to the 50-yard line. It's Jawan Giddens, the running machine, with a great start for the Huntsville Hornets.
Well, you were just talking about him. I mean, he gets the kickoff, and he makes a great return, puts the Hornets in great field position to start this game out here tonight. Man, Rob, you can almost feel the electricity in the crowd tonight. Man, this beautiful weather. The Hornets have the ball on their 49-yard line, and A.J. Wilson is just about ready, set to get this offense going.
A.J. Wilson, quarterback, is out there. And Brian Bun Shelley is going to line up as a back here on the 45-yard line. So a little change up here. Bun Shelley, they'll put him in as a running back. First down and 10, just underway. Wilson passing the flats to Cam Cole on the right side. Cam shake and bake Ricky Bobby. 30 down to the 20 on the right side. 10-5, touchdown, mama. 51 yards on the first play of the game. How about that for the Hornets?
Well, we just called his name out, Cam Cole. He has had a great last 2 weeks. We've been calling his name game after game, making good catches and great runs after the catch. That was a 51-yard hitch route. He takes it to the house, and the Hornets are on the board.
Boy, that is how you come out of the gates. For those of you on the video stream, we'll take a look at it on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay. 51 yards. And Christian Avilar set for the MRC Creekside extra point. Through the uprights and good. And how about that for the Hornets? They will get started immediately with a touchdown and a score, and only 16 seconds gone off the clock. That touchdown brought to you by our good friends at Trophy Case. The Trophy Case, your destination for awards, custom gifts, apparel, and much more. Get your Hornet spirit gear at the Trophy Case. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
The Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club thanks the Huntsville community for your support of Hornet football. Are you interested in knowing more about the Hornet football program? Would you like to be involved? Meetings and membership are open to the public. Please like the page on Facebook, search for Huntsville Hornet Football, or go to facebook.com/Huntsville ISD Hornet Football. You can watch Hornet football live all season long at KSAM1017.com. Join the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club today. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Back at it here, the Hornets stinging them right out of the gate. Rob Hipp, Brian Adams from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Just a few moments ago for Huntsville, their first possession, their first play of the game, a 51-yard dart to Cameron Cole from A.J. Wilson. The Hornets lead 7-0. That is your Hooks Family Farm scoring drive recap. And, of course, we got cheesecake tonight, by the way, from Hooks Family Farm.
Well, I saw that, man. Unbelievable. But you know what? That's why I like getting the ball first. One play, 51-yard touchdown. Oh, man, there you go.
Avalar's kick on its way and into the end zone. We saw several of those, and Rudder will start this on their own 25, already down 7-0, and that's the confidence boost that I think this offense needed, something they lacked a week ago. They have came in with full hearts, ready to rock and roll tonight here at home.
You know what? I'm going to say this, Rob. That was probably the best play they've had all year long, the best big play. And you're right, man, what a boost that's going to give this team. You can see the defense up there lined up. Man, they got a little pep in their step. Man, oh, man, what a great play.
E.J. Izar, the quarterback, 5'11", 195-pound senior. His dad's the coach. Will line up here on their own 25. Rudder moving the Rangers from left to right. With one back to either side, two down to the right, one up to the left. Shotgun snap goes to the running back. Ping-ponging his way across the 25, and that Hornets sting of defense, only allowing about a yard or two on the carry. How about that for the defense? That's a good way to start here for the Hornets.
Well, it was just a handoff over to the right side, and number 26, Tyler Pomeroy, there for the Hornets, in on the stop, along with some others in on that swarm tackle. Nice play. It looks like Rudder picks up maybe a yard.
Nate figures the wide receiver. He will line up to the left side. Two up there to the left now. Also M.J. Hurd, who also plays a defensive back from time to time. Two down to the right. False start here, and I believe that's going to set him back 5. It is a false start. 5 yards, move them back. It's second down and 9, so let's call it second and 14. Take a look at it here on the Walker County Federal Credit Union Instant Replay. See if we can see who moved there, Brian, for those that are on the video stream. Looked like it may have been someone there on that right side. 11:07 to go. We are underway here in the Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. 7-0. Huntsville leading. Rudder with the ball. Their first possession of the night. This drive starting on their own 25. It's back to the 21 after the penalty. Second down and 14. Izar with nobody in the backfield. Trips down to the right. Two receivers up top to the left on the right hash mark. He'll call for it. Gets the shotgun snap over center. Connects with his receiver, and his receiver had to pay at the 29-yard line. Good tackle on that play there by Huntsville secondary. Waylon Zapoli, little WZ, baby.
Well, that was Trey McClinton there for Brian Rudder on the catch. He was just running a 5-yard drag pattern across the middle. Wide open, hits him on the run. Not a bad play.
Nemo Winfrey, the defensive back on the right side. He's already fired up as Victor Greer-Brazel will line up as a receiver, part of two up top to the left on a 3rd down and 7. Hornets trying to hold him here. One back to either side of Izar. 10-13 to go here in the first. Snap back to the 20. Izar looking. Now he'll tuck and run to the right side. Trying to get across the 30, and he is stopped about a yard short of the first down. At the 34-yard line, great defense on the play. Seth Carroll was in there on the action.
Yeah, along with Christian Hall, a freshman playing linebacker for the Hornets, also in on that stop with Seth Carroll. That was a big stop, but looks like Rudder's going to go for it.
3 receivers to the left, 1 down to the right. It's 4th down and 1, 4 up front for the Hornets. Izar hands off to his back, and that second effort, Brian, got him the first down. He was initially stopped around the 34 and then gutted his way up across to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, you're right, Rob. That second, third effort was able to get him across to move those sticks, and those coaches teach you at a very young age to keep those feet going, and that's what he did there, and it picked up the first down.
9:27 remaining here in the Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. 7-0 Hornets lead. Rudder with the ball, moving from left to right. They just converted a 4th and 1, 1st and 10 from their own 37. 2 receivers down to the right, 1 up top to the left. Izar in the gun, 1 back to either side. Delayed handoff goes to one of those backs as he plowed his way across the 45 near the 50. That was Michael. I thought it was Michael Lister. It was actually Trey McClinton, the 5'11", 185-pound senior, with the first down.
Yeah, nice little run there by McClinton, and it was a handoff. He just went straight up the middle off the center's hip and picked up a first down, and somehow the Hornets need to, that linebacker core needs to crash in and cover those gaps.
Kevin Holmes, Jr., 6'4", 170, wide receiver to the left, 2 down to the right. On a 1st and 10 from the Hornet 49. Izar on the right hash mark, one back beside him, steps back to the 42. Pump fakes 2 times, throws over center. This one is caught at the 15-yard line. Boy, threw it right into the hands of his receiver there, who was just wide open on the play. And Brian, I believe that was Jaquise Martin.
First down, Rudder.
Inside the red zone.
Well, number 15, Carson Grisham there, trying to defend there, and he was in pretty good position. I mean, what a great throw. It had to be a good throw to get it over Grisham, and it was. And, man, big play there for Rudder.
Trips down to the right. One receiver all alone to the left for the Rangers. 1st and 10 inside the red zone at the 13 of the Hornets. Izar in the gun on a misdirection handoff. Through one defender, tripped up outside the 5 at the 6-yard line. The run there on that play, Montavian Reed. That's a big man at 5'9", 155 pounds. And I know I say a big man, but at 5'9", 155, he's got a lot behind him.
Well, that was a counter trap up the middle. And, the Hornets bit on it, and he was able to get, it looks like 7 yards on that carry. It was a nice run.
Bring up 2nd down and goal from the 5. 2nd and goal from the 5. Izar under center this time. Kicks a man in motion from right to left. Handoff back here and bounces around through one. That handoff goes to Reed, and the defense read that one easily. It was a loss on the play of about a yard back to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, that was nice swarming defense there. Number 25, Isaiah Collins, sophomore for the Hornets, in on the stop, and the Hornets push him back a couple of yards there on that play.
Bring up 3rd down and goal. 3rd and goal for Rudder from the 7-yard line. Izar in the gun, trips to the right, the ball in between the marks. One receiver down to the right side is Holmes. Izar gets the snap, rolls to the left, now backtracks to the right, near the hash mark, trying to find one over center, all open, and it's a touchdown. Boy, just wide open was Kevin Holmes, an easy 7-yard pass.
Yeah, Isaiah Collins got turned around and lost his man, and he kind of drifted back over to the center part of the end zone, wide open, and Brian Rudder is a point away from tying this ball game.
6-0, Hornets, or 6-7, Hornets still by 1. The hold here by E.J. Izar, the quarterback. Kick here for the extra point try. The hold is down, kick up through the uprights and good, and we are tied at 7 apiece with 6:39 to go. We'll step aside and take 30 seconds. We'll be back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
The Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club thanks the Huntsville community for your support of Hornet football. Are you interested in knowing more about the Hornet football program? Would you like to be involved? Meetings and membership are open to the public. Please like the page on Facebook, search for Huntsville Hornet Football, or go to facebook.com/Huntsville ISD Hornet Football. You can watch Hornet football live all season long at ksam1017.com. Join the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club today. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Back, friends. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams. Huntsville Hornet football brought to you by First Financial Bank and also on the KSAM Sports Broadcast Network, powered by our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, the hometown experts in celebrating life. Brian, a lot more sponsors helping to make this one possible tonight, as always.
Oh, absolutely. First Financial Bank, you first, and Advantage Specialties. Advantage Specialties is one of your one-stop shop for business promotional needs in Huntsville, and Charlie's Used Cars. Customer satisfaction is our number one priority.
So Rudder tied things up just a few moments ago after they converted a 4th and 1. Here is the kick from the 40, a short little squib kick and a fair catch called at the 35, easily into the hands of Trey Taylor, and that's where Hornets will start it with great field position here.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the deal was with that kick. I mean, he just knocked it down the field about 15 yards, so I'm not sure. They weren't trying to go for an onside. They weren't trying to kick it deep. I'm not sure what they were doing there.
The wind may be just a fraction of a problem here tonight. We can see that beautiful American flag just whipping away on the middle flagpole to our left. We'll get the official wind and temperature here in a moment. Things starting to cool off here in Huntsville. So Hornets will start this drive from their own 35. Previous possession from their own 41. A.J. Wilson in the gun, stands on the 30. Trips to the right, will throw in the flats to Jawan Giddens. Giddens had it 35 down to the 40. Breaks through, almost a first down. And, Brian, I think he got it. That's a Moke & Moke attorney at law first down as he broke through the 45 up to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, nice pass there by A.J. Wilson to Giddens out in the flats. And you're right, Rob, enough for the first down. I like to see that. Get A.J. confidence, get his confidence built up, and then stretch him out and go long.
Matthew Tatum in there at running back. I thought maybe we would see Jalen McClain, but I don't see him in there in this game, so maybe he's still out. First down and 10 here for the Hornets on their own 46. Wilson in the gun. Passes in the flats to Tatum left side. Tatum 50. Angles his way across the 5 of the 50 marker up to, looks like Rudder territory. They'll call him up to the 48-yard line. So a gain of about 5. Bring up second down and manageable here for the Hornets. They'll call it 2nd and 4.
Yeah, a little dump-off pass to Tatum on the left side close to the Hornet bench. Picks up a few yards, get Tatum involved. He's come along. We've called his name quite a bit these last couple of ball games.
Ball is resting on the corner of the SH logo here at Bauer Stadium. 2nd down and 4 from the 48. And boy, just running right through the line there. That's got to be an encroachment. Boy, that young man went and plowed right through A.J. Wilson. Go back and look at that on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay. I don't think the Hornets flinched.
Well, I don't either, but boy, the nose tackle for Rudder, man, shot through the gap like a offsides on Rudder. Shot through the gap like a bullet and brings down A.J. Wilson. That's should have blown the whistle on that.
I believe it was Lyndon Williams, and boy, did he ever plow through there. Luckily, Wilson is okay. So that will move it up, and that's good enough for a Mocha attorney at law first down to the Rudder 43. First down and 10 for the Hornets. Wilson with one back to either side of the left hash mark. Punt fakes once. Now he wants to run. Wilson zigzags his way to the left side. 35-30 and finally angled out of bounds at the 27-yard line. A.J. Wilson finding his running game here tonight for the Hornets.
I've been waiting all year long to see that. That's what he did last year to make him so effective. Look downfield, look off the linebackers. Nobody's open. Take the ball and run it. He did. He's moving the chains. Good to see that here tonight.
And boil the water, baby. Jalen McClain is out there as a back. He is back, and it's good to see J-Mac back. I'm going to see how many times I can put that together, Brian.
Stir that pot.
Stir it up, baby. 1st and 10 from the 26. The handoff goes to Jalen McClain, and he's dropped here on the play. McClain may have dropped the football, and he did. It's a turnover. Oh, mama.
Well, he's been off for a couple of games, and he's going to be rusty. And that's one thing you got to do as a running back. That's like your main thing. You got to secure that football. It's unfortunate because the Hornets got good field position on the kick, had some great plays, and you can't turn it over.
Carlos Zimmermann is down on the sidelines with us tonight as always. Carlos, how are things there on the sidelines as we keep this one rocking and rolling here, my friend? And for some reason we don't have Carlos, so I apologize for that. So we'll try to bring him back here in just a little bit. As a pass over here, Izar to the left side. Across the 40, has his man 50. Inside Hornet territory, still gutting his way forward across to the 40-yard line.
Big play there by Rudder. I mean, that's what you do. You recover a fumble, then your next play on offense is a big play, man. That is, you get the momentum.
Try to go back. Carlos, do you have us now? We'll see if we got you down there, Carlos.
You got me, Rob? You got me?
Yeah, we got you. How are things down there on the field?
Well, as you just saw there a minute ago, giving up the football there from Jalen McClain. And, it's those first game jitters after coming off of an injury, so you got to be careful with that. Man, that's mistakes you cannot make.
Izar wide open, or actually there's nobody in the backfield. Chased down to the right side, just had to throw that one away. We'll check in with Carlos as this game goes along. So incomplete, and that was a great job on that front defense, chasing Izar down, not allowing him to complete a pass on that play.
And the Hornets secondary did a really good job, too. They were all over the wideout, so Izar had nowhere to go with it but throw it out of bounds. Good play there by the Hornet defense.
4:35 remaining on the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. 7-0, we're tied here in Huntsville at Bowers. 2nd down and 10 for Rudder on the Hornet 38. They've got the ball on the left hash mark. Izar in the gun. 2 receivers down to the right, 1 up to the left. That man is in motion. The handoff goes to that man in motion. Backed up to the 40, now trying to come back inside. Runs into his own player, and he's going to be smothered. Oh, baby, he's smothered, but a little extra effort got him back to that original line of scrimmage. Great defensive play. And I see some coming up from that pile. Calvin Simmons, the big man, was down in there on it.
One of the things I'm seeing a little bit differently tonight, Rob, than last week, when they do the safety blitz, that safety is coming in there full steam and not stopping. He is causing havoc, and Izar is having a problem combating that.
And they do. Brian, originally they had that at the original line of scrimmage. They moved it back a yard. Now 3rd down and 11 is where it stands. And so the defense here trying to hold on 3rd down. From the 39-yard line, Rudder Hornets all tied up. Rudder has it. Izar stepping back, pressure, goes through it. Oh, he's smacked down, baby. It's a heart-filled Flores sack at the 45.
Big number 40, Troy Joseph, in on that sack, senior defensive lineman. He had a little bit of help. That is good football by that Hornet defense.
That's your first Hartfield Flores quarterback sack of the night. We'll look at it on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay. And, oh, mama, he went down with authority. Had Joseph on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show, another great young man. He comes almost every week now.
I love it. I love that. Those kids are involved in that show. So much fun.
One back to receive for Huntsville. It is Justin Butcher standing on around the 10-yard line. So the defense doing a great job here forcing a punt. 1 second, they got to get this one off. And, Brian, they don't. That should be a delay of game. I didn't see a flag. There's the flag down there all the way on the right side of the field, so that will go back 5 yards.
Well, the punter there for Brian Rudder is furious, and he is giving his center all kind of business. Jeremiah Johnson not happy with that delay of game.
2:54 to go here in the first. We're tied at 7 apiece. 4th down and 17 now as Rudder will kick this one or punt this one away to Hornets Justin Butcher. High snap here, punt, able to barely get it up. Flags fly, though, on the opposite end of the field. This is a short punt. It will take a bounce and rolls back in favor of Huntsville. But we'll see what that flag is out there on the opposite side. That ball is all the way at the 39-yard line. Carlos down on the sideline, brought to you by our good friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. What'd you see down there, Carlos?
Well, Rob, I'm not entirely sure what the call is here. Here's the head referee. He'll give the call, and it's a false start. And the penalty is obviously going to be declined here.
So an illegal procedure against Rudder. And Huntsville, of course, Coach Southern was talking things over down there. We'll see if he declined that. I'm sure he did. And they do decline it. And so great field position again starting here. The 3rd possession of the night for Huntsville after they do a great job there stopping Rudder. So Huntsville looks like they're going to have this on their own 39-yard line. We'll take it, Brian.
Yep, absolutely, we'll take it.
Yeah,
well, it was good to see J-Mac come back in. Obviously, you don't want to see him fumble the football on his first play back, but it's good to see that young man out there. He is super talented, and once he gets in the groove, man, he is going to be tough.
1st and 10 from the 39 from right to left. Handoff goes here to Jawan Giddens, and Giddens getting his way up to the 45-yard line. Nice run on 1st down. Call it 6. 2nd down and 4 coming up.
You know, give that O-line a lot of credit. They opened up a big alley there between the right guard and the right tackle. Nice run there. Nice pickup.
Justin Butcher, receiver down to the left. 2 up top to the right for your Hornets. 2:11 to go here in the first. We're tied at 7 apiece. Wilson, 2nd and 4 from the 45. Fake the handoff, pass over right side. Has his man. This one up to the 45-yard line of Rudder. That was to Cam Cole, and it's another Mocha turning it law 1st down.
Boy, you can see Cam Cole's confidence growing, almost play after play. And A.J. Wilson is going to him more and more often, and why not? I mean, he's catching everything. A big 51-yard touchdown run after the catch.
Justin Butcher will line up, receiver to the right, 2 down to the left. Trey Taylor is down there on that left side. 1st down and 10 from the Rudder 45 with 1:38 to go here in the first. High snap, Wilson able to hold it easily. Good pressure here, passes over and just has to throw this one away. And that's a wise decision. We saw earlier in the previous games where Wilson would try to thread the needle and had some costly turnovers. That's the maturity of A.J. Wilson that we saw last year starting to come back.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. You're right. Instead of trying to force it downfield and taking a chance on getting picked, throw it away, man. Come back and find another down.
1:29 to go here in the Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. 7 apiece, we're tied up. 2nd down and 10 for the Hornets on the Rudder 45. Wilson stands in the gun at the 50. Has 2 backs to his left side. Looking to pass here. Ducks through a defender to the right side. Tuck and run. down to the 35-yard line. He was close to that marker. We'll see. He may have just been 1 yard short. That it is to the 36.
But again, I like his decisions on this drive. I mean, you throw it away, don't throw it into coverage. Nobody's open downfield. I mean, take it and run. I mean, you are absolutely lights out fast. Pick up the yards on the ground. Now you're third and manageable.
Bun Shelley remains as a back in there. Haven't seen Jalen McClain back in after he fumbled it earlier. Of course, he's missed previous games. Jawan Giddens also a back to the left side. 3rd and 1 from the 36. Handoff Giddens. He breaks through a defender. Has the first down. Jawan Giddens powering his way across up to the 32-yard line on the right side.
Nice run around the right side. I mean, I thought he was going to go kind of up the middle with it, but he bounced it around and outside and picks up the first. Nice run by that young man.
It's a Mocha attorney at law, first down at the 31-yard line. Hornets 11 yards away from the Murray Insurance Financial Services red zone. First down and 10 again from the 31 of Rudder. Hard count Wilson with 8 on the clock, on the play clock, rotates to the left. No defenders. He'll check and run here across the 25, and Wilson close to another first down as he is about a yard or two short. I like this running from A.J. Wilson tonight.
Well, he was doing it last year, and he was so effective with it. I mean, he would pick up 30, 40 yards at a time and move the chains. And, again, you're starting to see that again tonight, really for the first time all year long. I mean, he tried to stay in the pocket, find his receivers, but his thing, his talent, if they're not open, tuck it and run.
I believe there is an injured Rudder player down on the field. And, Brian, we'll go ahead and keep it right here and thank some more of our sponsors.
Yeah, we certainly couldn't do this without the sponsors, and we want to thank Walker County Federal Credit Union. If you don't know, you need to. Belonging to a credit union makes you an owner. At Walker County Federal Credit Union, you get all the things you want and expect from your financial institution, including low-cost loans, online banking, and more. For personal and friendly service, you can't beat Walker County Federal Credit Union. And Northside Baptist Church, growing people in Christ to reach others for Christ. An AB Squared self-storage facility, your local go-to self-storage facility. And our good friends over at Copeland Family Dentistry, wonderfully made. And, Rob, this is one of our good ones, Hook's Family Farm.
Oh, yeah, let me read that. That's my good friend, Miss Ashlyn, Hook's Family Farm. And by the way, if I didn't read yours, anyone else, that's Brian's job, but Miss Ashlyn, I got to read her.
Hey, don't be mad.
Jellies, preserves, maple and blueberry syrup, and a variety of pickles. Find us on Facebook and at the downtown Huntsville Farmers Market every Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. We also deliver. Call 936-581-6044 and have all that good stuff delivered straight to your door.
Hey, aren't we going to have that on camera here in a minute?
We will whenever there's another Hornet touchdown.
Yeah, taste test.
We've got the cheesecakes. We'll get it a little bit later, Nathan.
Man.
Whenever we get to a touchdown. Nathan Hight up here engineering for us tonight. Also want to give a shout-out to my good friend, Mr. Melton Green, TJ Garrett down on the field alongside with Carlos. And we also have Mr. Caden up here tonight helping us with stats. So we got a new young man that we have brought in, and very excited. I want to thank his mother. He is a junior at Huntsville High School, and always great to have the kiddos up here helping out, Brian.
Yep, absolutely. We're excited to have him up here and have him part of the crew.
That injured player for Rudder able to walk off after a while. It's second down and 1 for the Hornets on the Rudder 22. Delayed. No, it's a keeper here. It goes to Jawan Giddens, actually, and Giddens, finding some daylight. Giddens almost went down. The extra effort got him across the 15-yard line.
How about that run by that young man? I mean, he throws the nastiest stiff arm, and he picks up yards after that and a first down. What a play.
Jawan Giddens, he threw the stiff arm, Brian, and then on top of that, he actually used his left arm to stay up without his knees touching. And that's just a big play on a Mocha attorney at law first down. And now inside that Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone. First down and 10 from the 13. A whistle here before that play got off. And I believe there's some flags on the play.
And that's the end of the first quarter.
No flag on the play. It's the end of the quarter. So that'll take it to the end of the quarter. We'll also pause for station identification. Second quarter coming up, brought to you by our friends at Hit Solutions. We'll be back in 1 minute on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Noetta's Boutique knows all about fashion. We offer trendy and affordable styles, as well as timeless and traditional choices. with sizes ranging from extra small to 2X. We strive for excellence with our outstanding merchandise and friendly customer service. Please come and see for yourself. We're located inside Westfield Mall here in Huntsville, or you can shop on our website at joettas.com. And be sure and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Joetta's Boutique, vintage and new, classy and glam.
KSAM Huntsville, broadcasting live from the Wiesner Huntsville studios. We are your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. 101.7 KSAM.
So I'm here with Clint Mack from Wiesner of Huntsville. What would you say to someone who has never been to Wiesner of Huntsville?
Come try the experience for yourself. We do things different here. We're a very relational business. We're not a transactional business, and we want to make you feel like you're part of our family.
Is there a Wiesner difference or a Wiesner experience?
There is. It'd be honesty and integrity. We've stood by that, and we are going to continue that in a world that doesn't necessarily live by those rules.
Well, you've heard from Clint Mack at Wiesner of Huntsville, and if you haven't tried Wiesner of Huntsville, go do so. You'll be glad you did.
KSAM Huntsville, broadcasting live from the Wiesner Huntsville studios. We are your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. 101.7 KSAM.
Back at it here, Juwan Giddens lined up as quarterback. Brian, a direct snap went to him as we're inside the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone. The Rudder Rangers were wanting a fumble on the play. But the ground caused it to pop out, and it was a gain on the play for the Hornets. It looks like Giddens got it up to near the 10-yard line, so a good break there for Huntsville.
Yeah, it was a good break. And you're in the red zone. You're on the 10-yard line. In that field, it is so tough inside that red zone because the field gets compressed. There's only so much room you have to work. Hornets have to put points on the board here.
Giddens still out here as quarterback. I saw him warming up as quarterback earlier in this game. Giddens here with the handoff, and it goes to the right side, bouncing through defenders, and a loss on the play there. That was the ball carrier on that play was Justin Butcher. So in that first quarter, Brian,
that'll bring up third down for the Hornets.
A.J. Wilson comes back out. Getting the call over from the sidelines. Giddens out there back at running back. And the Hornets have 3rd and 11. This is a big play for the Hornets here in this first half.
And in that first half, A.J. Wilson passed for 56 yards, 31 yards on the ground. There for A.J. Wilson. Also, Juwan Giddens had 14 yards in that first. So we appreciate Caden giving us the stats. And we'll check back in with him at the start of the second quarter. Or third quarter, actually.
Well, we just got some help there by the Brian Rudder defense. They jumped off sides, so instead of 3rd and 11, it looks like it's about 3rd and 6.
Will be 3rd and 6 inside the 10-yard line. Brian, it looks like they've got it marked. They show 9 up there on the clock. Wilson back in at quarterback. Pass right side. Has his man Tatum pouncing around, and Tatum at the 1-yard line. He was fighting with everything he had in him. Tatum was trying to get in there. Just could not find the goal line. A good effort, though, by Tatum on the right side down at the 1-yard line. It'll be 3rd down. Actually, 1st down now. After that, it's a Mocha attorney at law 1st down. And that's good for the Hornets. It's 1st and goal from the 2.
One thing I liked about that one, Tatum made a great catch. A.J. had a great throw, but then Tatum secured that football. He was hit by 2 defenders, but he had that football snug and tight. He was not about to turn it over.
Wilson back in the gun. Next to him, Juwan Giddens, a running back. Possibly look for a keeper or handoff here to Giddens on a 1st and goal from the 2. It is A.J. Wilson, keeper, rotating to the left side. Wilson trying to stiff arm his way in, and he steps out of bounds at the 4. I thought Wilson may have just thrown that one in the back of the end zone, but he decided to keep it and lost yardage on the play.
Well, that's the one that we talk about. You know, you hear me call naked bootlegs and things like that. That was one to the left side, and his run, first option, that's what he was taking. Brian Rudder read it perfectly, made him go out of bounds for no gain on that play.
Actually, yeah, loss of 2. Yep. It was 1st and goal from the 2. Now we'll call it 2nd and goal from the 4. 15 seconds on the play clock. 9:29 remaining here in the Hits Solutions second quarter. Wilson in the gun, high snap, handoff Giddens, bouncing around left side, lowers his right shoulder, powers forward back to the 2-yard line. And do we have a flag down there, Brian?
I think I saw some laundry go flying.
To the 2-yard line, flags on the play.
Boy, you see better than me. I told you I need to get glasses, and I still haven't got them. That may be a hold, and it is against the Hornets. That's a tough one because you're down there, Brian, 4 yards to go to goal, and to take the lead, we're tied at 7 apiece, and now a holding play will move you back.
Yeah, that's unfortunate to say the least. I mean, you can't afford to do that when you're so close to the goal line. You got to punch it in. You got to play smart football. That right there was a costly penalty.
Matthew Tatum will come back on as a running back. Justin Butcher out there on the field. Actually, Tatum will line up as a receiver here, part of a triplet package to the right side. Jawan Giddens, the running back. Justin Butcher to the left side. 2nd down and goal. They're going to move this one. They've got it wrong up there. It's not on the 9-yard line. This thing is all the way up to the 14. And Wilson in the gun. 9 on the play clock. Sends Tatum in motion from right to left. Wilson, shotgun snap at the 20. Back to the 22. Throws right side. Has a man. It's Giddens. Giddens 5. Giddens touchdown, baby. Oh, what a play.
Pass complete to Jawan Giddens, and he's in the end zone.
14 yards to Jawan Giddens. A well-designed play. And the Hornets back on top 13-7.
What a great play by A.J. Wilson. He stood tall. He waited for that play to develop, kept his composure, and hit Giddens right in the 1-yard line to run it in for the touchdown. What a play.
Take a look at it on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay. Giddens may have got a little extra push there to help him get in. He was on that right side. That's your trophy case touchdown. Here's the MRC Creekside extra point from Christian Avilar on its way. And easy does it for Avilar. 14-7. Trophy case, your destination for custom awards, gifts, apparel, and much more. Get your Hornet Spirit gear at the trophy case. 8:51 to go. 14-7. Hornets lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Of Hitt Solutions Player Development, helping instruct the stars to shine. Hitt Solutions Player Development teaches the fundamentals of baseball and softball with proven offensive and defensive strategies and technique. We instruct and inspire each player to be the best they can be by teaching the mental side of the game. To have the confidence to bring in the game-winning hit, visit us online at HITTSS.com. Hitt Solutions, a proud supporter of Huntsville Athletics. In God we trust, press on to win.
All right, friends, we're back at it here from Bowers. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams. Let's go to the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth real quick. Brian, look at this. Oh, baby, look at this. I know that you on the radio, you can't see it, but let me describe it for you. It is mini strawberry cheesecakes from our good friend Ashlyn Hooks at Hooks Family Farm. Strawberry preserve on this. I can't wait. Brian, get a smell of it. Here, hold on. Oh, man. Ashlyn's so good. We'll go back to kickoff here as we're back in action. Thank you, Ashlyn.
Thank you, Ashlyn.
And this kickoff will sell to the right side. And boy, that one went out of bounds, so it's a little illegal procedure, I believe. That'll give Rudder some extra field position here. Again, I want to thank those friends at Hooks Family Farms. You can catch them down at the farmers markets on Saturdays.
Well, it didn't go out of bounds. It was a touchback. So, well, let's go back to that previous play. You know, the Hornets have a holding penalty when they're inside the 5-yard line. A big mistake. You can't afford to do that. Then they come back on 3rd down. A.J. Wilson makes a great pass to Giddens. Giddens plows into the end zone. I love the poise, the concentration the Hornets had on that last drive.
Rudder will start their 3rd possession on their own 25. Izar will keep it here, dives forward across the 25 to the 26 or so on the right side. Calvin Simmons with the tackle. A gain of about 2, brings up 2nd down and 8. 14-7. Hornets in the lead, 8:32 remaining in the Hitt Solutions 2nd quarter.
Glad to see Calvin Simmons out there. He kind of got banged up a little bit last week. Izar tries to do a quarterback draw up the middle. The Hornets were waiting on it. Nice play.
Here's Izar, throws right side. Oh, it's intercepted, baby! It's intercepted by the Hornets. How about that?
Nemo Winfrey,
baby!
Boy, you talk about the right place at the right time and doing your job. Paid off for Nemo Winfrey.
Take a look at this one on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay. It was an absolute strike that was thrown, but Winfrey jumped in front of it, intercepted it at the 30-yard line. Excellent field position coming up here for the Hornets.
Well, the Hornets so far in this first half are playing very sound football, offensively and defensively, something they didn't do last week. But, hey, that was last week. That's over. Tonight's a new night, and the Hornets are really looking good.
And, Brian, that's nothing on Rudder. That pass looked like it was a good pass, but it was Winfrey stepping in front. The Hornets will start here on the Rudder 32. As Wilson elects to keep it here on the option across the 30 inside down to around the 28.
A.J. Wilson on the carry makes his way to the 28.
Well, I wish on that right there, that was they were running the option
for the Rangers.
And I wish A.J. would have made a decision a little bit quicker to keep the ball and run. He kind of hesitated a little bit, stutter-stepped a little bit instead of throwing it in full gear and running, and I think he'd have picked up some more yards.
Second down and 6 from the 28-yard line of Rudder, 14-7. Hornets leading, 7:43 to go. Wilson in the gun, one receiver to either side, one back to either side. He'll hand off. This one goes to Butcher, and Butcher powering his way forward, pounding it down. It's a first down for Butcher to the 22-yard line. A nice run there for the Hornets.
Well, the Hornets, they got weapons. We knew they had weapons, and you can see him tonight. Boy, Butcher, he's dangerous. Telling you, Cam Cole on the outside, I mean, these guys can light it up. And so far here in this first half, they're doing it.
It's a Moke attorney at law first down for Huntsville. Around the 23-yard line, Wilson, quick pass in a flat, goes to Cam Cole as he's spinning around and leaps forward to get back to the original line of scrimmage. That's a heads-up play by Cam Cole. He could have lost 2 yards, but he leapt forward as he was being ankle-tackled, Brian, and got back to the original line.
Yep, that's basically it's a hitch route. Basically, he takes 1 yard like he's running downfield and stops, turns towards A.J. The ball is waiting on you. Nice play. Rudder read it good, but a good play there by Cam Cole.
Jawan Giddens, the running back to the left. Justin Butcher to the right. 2 receivers to the left. 1 down. 2nd and 11 from the 22. Wilson, he'll pitch this one on the option to Butcher. Butcher trying to find the meat block, and he got a little bit of one up to the 20-yard line there on the left side.
Boy, the coach over there on the other side for Rudder is wanting to block in the back, and he's not going to get it on that play to the left.
The Butcher there. Pickup of a couple. 3rd down. Call it 8 up here from the booth. Inside the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone. Wilson in the gun. Giddens behind him, 3 receivers to the right. Butcher will line up as a receiver now. Giddens will go in motion, empty backfield. Wilson throws this one over center. It's caught. Oh, man, Trey Taylor was wide open all the way to Conroe at the 9-yard line.
Trey Taylor picks up the first down. Nice play by A.J. Wilson. Stands tall in the pocket. Hits him right in the numbers.
Brian, it's about time to sing. I know they're not our sponsor, but that catch right there, that's what I like about Texas.
Yeah.
We should have thrown Huntsville, Texas in front of that. It's a first down, 1st and goal from the 9. Wilson in the gun, 1 back to either side. Snap, handoff, goes over to Butcher. Butcher on the right corner to the 4-yard line, trying to get that pylon. He knocked it down. He was out of bounds, though, at the 2-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. I thought he got closer to the 2-yard line. Not sure about that spot, but nice run there by Butcher to try to take the edge, coming towards the Hornet bench, trying to cut it upfield on the pylon, and he's 2 yards shy of the end zone.
Cam Cole lined up the receiver down to the left. Trey Taylor on that left side. Also, Justin Butcher will actually stand in as a running back now. Jawan Giddens to the right, Butcher to the left. 2nd and goal from the 2. Tatum to the right side. Handoff, no. Wilson keeps it here. Bounces through a defender, and he's lost some yardage back to the 5-yard line.
Yep, loses 3 on that. If it's a fake handoff to Giddens, had they handed off to Giddens, he'd have walked in untouched. Of course, that's typically how it works. But A.J. hangs on to the football, drop for a loss. And again, a big 3rd down coming up for the Hornets right here.
3rd and goal from the 6 here for Huntsville. They will line up on it, get set here. Wilson in the gun, trips to the left. Cole, Butcher, and Tatum to the left. Actually, Butcher's out to the right now. Wilson has Giddens to his right side, stands in the gun at the 10. Maybe a free play here for Huntsville. Throw over right side. Giddens, touchdown. 6-yard pass.
A.J. Wilson's pass complete to Jawan.
Boy, I tell you what, Giddens, that young man, oh my goodness, he can run the football. or you can throw it to him. He'll catch it. Nice throw by A.J. to get him in the end zone, and the Hornets again, folks, putting points on the board.
Now, Jawan Giddens now with 2 touchdowns in this ball game. He has the back-to-back scores. That's your trophy case touchdown, and here's the MRC Creekside extra point coming up. Christian Avalar set to kick this one. For the uprights, easy bake oven does it. 21-7. Hornets in the driver's seat. We'll take 30 seconds. We'll be back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is Robert Lindeman of Hitt Solutions Player Development, helping instruct the stars to shine. Hitt Solutions Player Development teaches the fundamentals of baseball and softball with proven offensive and defensive strategies and techniques. Instruct and inspire each player to be the best they can be by teaching the mental side of the game. To have the confidence to bring in the game-winning hit, visit us online at hittss.com. Hitt Solutions, a proud supporter of Huntsville Athletics. In God we trust, press on to win.
All right, friends, welcome back. Rob Hipp, Brian Adams from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Let's go down to the sidelines, brought to you by our good friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, down to CZ. How are things going down there, CZ? Can't hear him again. Sorry about that. We'll try to get him on the next time. We're experimenting with a new system tonight, Brian. Carlos, down to you. Here's a little onside kick. This one popped up, and it's caught by Rudder at the 46. Carlos, you have us down there?
You got me now, Rob.
Yeah, there you go, man. Go ahead, Carlos.
Yeah, no, I gotta remember to press the button on my phone. Keep messing that up. But yeah, no, if you can hear me over the band, man, it's looking pretty good right now for the Hornets. They're pretty alive here on the sideline. They're giving each other high fives. One of them gave me a high five as I was walking by on that last touchdown there. But no, it's really exciting right now, and the Hornets, they can keep this up, it'll be looking good going through the rest of this game to open up district play 1-0. But there's still a lot of game left to play, Rob.
We're back at it here. We know the scoreboard is frozen up for you, as those of you on the video feed. I'll get to that in a minute. Got to call the game also, Brian. So Huntsville, Rudder will start this one with their own 45. Pass over right side, has a man wide open. Got a first down across into Huntsville territory at the 40 on the right side. And a little extracurricular there at the end of that one, Brian.
Yeah, flea flicker there by Brian Rudder. You know, it was a double reverse, pitch it back to the quarterback, and you got a man running down the sidelines wide open. They hit him. They pick up the first down, and just to add salt to the wound, there is going to be a late hit by the Hornets.
Had about 4 messages come in about the scoreboard. I just went over that, guys. Again, we will get that fixed in a moment. I call the games, but I also have to play technical director up here. And we will get that fixed as soon as we have a break in the action. I'd rather call the game than try to work on tech issues.
Hey, you like IT, though, don't you?
No, man. So this will move Rudder up now on that penalty by Huntsville up to the 23-yard line on the right side. He's wide open on a handoff, and he almost got sacked, and now he'll go back for the Hartfield Flores sack near the 30. I said he's wide open. I'm in empty backfield.
JT Kroll, number 54, in on that sack. And I tell you, that's how you play football. If you're going to give up a big play, next time, make a big play. And the Hornets did that right there.
So 2nd down and 15 here for Rudder. That ball will move back to the 28-yard line. Zizar. Empty backfield in a wing, trips to the left, 2 receivers up to the right, steps back in the gun, chased by a defender, back to the 40-45, throws this one away on the right side. Great pressure on that play by Calvin Simmons.
Boy, it sure was. I mean, they had an all-out blitz coming. Azar had no choice. He was running for his life, and I'm surprised he didn't get intentional grounding, but he gets rid of it out of bounds. And, man, oh, man, that was a close for almost just a huge sack, but he gets rid of the ball and brings up 3rd down for Brian Rudder.
The 3rd down and 15 here for Rudder, trailing 21-7, 3:16 to go. here in the Hitt Solutions second. Low snap, Izar has it, throws over, center, this one up, and intercepted! Oh, mama, what a play! As the tip drill was up, and the Hornets came down with it.
How about that? Number 25, the sophomore, Isaiah Collins, going up and bringing the ball down in front of the wideout for Rudder. Big interception, and the Huntsville Hornets have the football.
We'll take a look at that on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay. And that was intercepted back in the end zone on the tip drill. There it is. Boy, that one just bounced around, and you just said it. Collins came down with it. I believe that's who it was, and the Hornets will have it here on their own 20.
Man, that defense, they're swarming all over the ball tonight. They're playing with all kinds of intensity. You know, again, they had just a rough week last week. So many things going on, but, man, what a different team here tonight.
Wilson stands in the gun on the 15. Back to the right side, two receivers to the left. One of them is in motion. Is Tatum. Handoff here to Giddens, and he's plowed up around the 15. We'll say what's up to our good friend Ed. Bam, baby, Bobino joining us tonight. Ed, good to hear from you, young man.
Hey, Ed. Good to hear from you, man.
So that is a loss of about 4 on the play. Back to the 17-yard line.
Well, A.J. back. Looks like he's surveying the field. There's nobody back deep, really, for Rudder. Like to see him go over the top.
Looking to the right side. Airs one, has him open. Cam Cole over the right side, and he drops it. Oh, Cam Cole was wide open. I think maybe he was a little too wide open and could not haul it in at the 40.
Well, you know, Rudder didn't have any DBs back. They've been playing the cover 2, but they had him pulled up. Cam Cole was wide open, and you're right. I think he was so wide open it kind of caught A.J. off guard, and he threw that football out of bounds. I mean, you got to keep it in bounds so your receiver has a chance to make a play. But, my goodness, I know those two would like to have that one back.
So third down and a long 13. Hornets lead 21-7, 2:29 to go here in the second. Handoff to Giddens on a misdirection, back to the left side across the 20s. He pounds his way to the 25-yard line. Well, that's a pretty nice run there by Jawan Giddens up to the 25, but Huntsville going to punt it here for the first time tonight. Avalar set to punt this one away.
Well, the whistles are blowing, and
may have a timeout here on the field as well. We'll go ahead and take it with them. 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment. 21-7. Hornets leading. Punt coming up, though, with 2:09 remaining here in the second. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hey, Huntsville sports fans, this is Robert Lindemann of Hitt Solutions Realty. Hitt Solutions serves the real estate needs of the Huntsville area. I would like to introduce you to Karen Denman.
Hey y'all, this is Karen Denman. As a lifelong resident of Huntsville, I am passionate about our community. Hitt Solutions Realty wants to assist you with finding that piece of property that makes you feel at home. To get the ball rolling, visit us online at hittss.com.
Hitt Solutions, a proud supporter of Huntsville athletics. In God we trust, press on to win.
Back at it, friends, 21-7. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Copeland Family Dentistry, wonderfully made. 2:13 to go here. Hornets leading 21-7. And the punt here by Avalar. Oh, that was almost blocked. Avalar gets smacked to the ground. I'm surprised there was no flag there, Brian. This one is caught around the 50 to the left side, still on his feet and down in Huntsville Hornet territory at the 46. And again, I'm still surprised that there was no flag as Avalar went down hard.
Avalar got hammered, and he was 5 feet in front of the white hat. The referee was looking right at it and did not pull his flag out. Can't believe that. Wow. Okay.
It is the 5th possession of the night for Rudder. They will start this in great field position on the Hornet 48-yard line, moving from right to left. Izar in the gun, trips to the right, one receiver down, his team trailing 21-7. Handoff goes to the running back, lowers his left shoulder in between the numbers and the left hash mark. It's Montavian Reed, and a run of about 3 to the 45-yard line of the Hornets.
Yeah, number 10, Calvin Simmons just puts a shoulder in him, drops him. Man, it's good to see Calvin Simmons back.
Second down and 8. And Izar stepping back, rolls to the right side near the 50. He wants to run here, being chased on the play by Huntsville Hornet Bonchelli, and Bunn only allows him to get a yard up to the 44-yard line on that right side.
Well, I also want to say what a great play there.
Troy Joseph also in on the tackle.
Yep, Troy Joseph, number 40. I mean, you're talking a lineman who is just cutting it full speed across the field to contain Izar so he doesn't pick up more yards. What a great play by that defensive lineman.
1:24 to go here in the Hitt Solutions second quarter, and we've got a timeout on the field. Brian, we'll go ahead and go over some more of those great sponsors helping to make this one possible tonight.
Yeah, no question about it. We want to thank Hartfield Floors, personalizing your events since 1957, and Moak & Moak, attorneys at law for your estate planning, real estate, or business law needs. Call Moak & Moak, attorneys at law, serving Huntsville since 1971. In MRC Creekside, a healthy living senior community, and Murray Insurance and Financial Services, an agency you can trust. And Climatech Secure Self-Storage, the ideal place to keep your belongings safe and secure in the trophy case. The Trophy Case is your destination for awards, custom gifts, apparel, and much more. Get your Hornet Spirit gear at the Trophy Case.
Again, appreciate all of our generous support. 1:30 to go here in the second. 21-7. As Hornets leading this ball game. Blitz coming. Izar passes left side, has a man open at the 35. Break through an ankle tackle, tight roping near the 30-yard line. It's enough for a first down for Rudder here with under 1:20 to go now here in the second, trailing 21-7.
Yeah, that's number 5, Michael Lister, the wideout for Rudder, 5'10", runs a curl route. Hornets have a zone defense, so when you're running a curl route, you make your turn and you stop. You find yourself in that open zone and just stay there. The ball was perfectly thrown. That was a big play there by Brian Rudder.
Under a minute to go here. Rudder trying to get a score on before they head into the locker room. Izar empty backfield. Blitz coming again for the Hornets. One on the right weak side. Izar has a gap across the 30. Down to the 20-yard line. Oh, man, he has slid out from under his feet. What a tackle on that play by the defense. At the 20-yard line on the right side, it's another first down. And I believe they're going to call a timeout here. Possibly, Brian. We'll see.
Yeah, big hit there by Nemo Winfrey for the Hornets, but Izar has a good run. Can't find anybody downfield. He tucks it and runs it and picks up the first down.
Izar, first and 10 from the 20. He'll keep it here. Pump fakes, now drops one over, and it's bobbled and dropped to the 10-yard line.
Nemo Winfrey again. What a great play by that young man. He's back in coverage. The ball is thrown to his guy, and Winfrey at the last minute was able to get his hand on it and bat the ball away.
21-7 the score, 25 seconds to go here in the second.
Boy, this would be big, big stop here for the Hornets if they can keep Rudder off the board here right before halftime.
So again, second down and 10. Actually, yeah, from the 20. Izar
Safety
stepping
blitz.
back, drops this one off on a screen. To the left side, Hornets trying to get on him at the 10-yard line. A first down, keeping him in bounds, Brian. That's important to the 5-yard line. And they'll call a timeout here, and I believe we may have a bumped-up Hornet on the play. The young man there for Huntsville getting up, and that's a good sign as DeMarcus Williams, the freshman safety out there. 8 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, the Hornets are on an all-out safety blitz, and the Mike linebacker coming in full speed, which Rudder had the perfect play for it. They set up a screen pass, and it was done perfectly.
Eight seconds to go here in the Hitt Solutions second quarter. 21-7, Hornets leading. We will have a quick halftime chat with Coach Rodney Southern when we go down to the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home sideline in just a few moments at the end of this first half. Now, I know Carlos will be ready on that phone this time. He said there was a button that we're testing a new system, Brian.
Well, the referees, Rob, are on the 5-yard line trying to figure out what's going on here because the clock, the big board, is not working at the moment.
Yeah, the clock is messed up. Yeah, the big board went out earlier. That thing just went completely off, and luckily we don't have a Bearcat game tomorrow. We're getting up at 5:15. We're leaving at 5:15 in the morning to go all the way to Conway. Can you believe that, Brian?
Yeah, man, it's going to be an early morning, isn't it?
Can't wait to sleep while you drive, man.
What? Rocks, paper, scissors.
Let's get back at it here. The ball on the 3-yard line for Rudder. They're threatening with the score here, 21-7. Izar throws over center, incomplete. Pressure was brought there by the defense.
Boy, it sure was. My goodness. Carson Grisham on there on the blitz, and Zeki Fediyeen also in on that. Had to rush Izar, and he had no choice and made a bad pass. Big play there by the defense.
And, Brian, I'm not exactly sure what happened. There was 8 seconds on the clock earlier, and now the clock is showing 13 seconds. Am I reading that correctly, or 1.3? Because a while ago it said 1.8. You can't have a 5/10 of a second play. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe they just had to correct the clock and fix it a while ago. Izar in the gun here. Trailing 21-7, low snap, pass left side, up, caught, touchdown.
Well, you know, that's number 14 there for Rudder. Jaquise Martin on the reception and the touchdown. Right before halftime, too. So you're right, Rob. It was showing 13 seconds. Now it's down to 10 seconds.
But it said 8 while ago.
And it said 8 a while ago. So
just add time to it, you know. Why not?
Yeah, give him another play, man, you know.
21-13. And pending this extra point kick, if it goes through, will be a one-score game. That one looked like it went to the left, but it did go through. And it is 21-14 with 10 seconds remaining.
With 10 seconds left to go in the second
Huntsville
quarter,
still leading by a score. And we'll go ahead and keep things right here, Brian.
Well, let's thank some more of our sponsors. And we want to thank Frank Oliveira's Pinnacle Realty, Bring It Home Hornets, and University's Heights Baptist Church, cultivating people who make Jesus known through the lives we live and conversations we have. Huntsville Quarterback Club, Feel the Sting, and Hit Solutions, we bring it home. And the University Hotel. University Hotel is located in the heart of Huntsville and on the beautiful and historic campus of Sam Houston State University. Enjoy the convenience and comfort of on-site accommodations for visits with family members and athletic events, as well as conferences, meetings, seminars, or special events.
Appreciate all of our sponsors. This is a KSAM Sports Network powered by our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, the hometown experts in celebrating life. And speaking of which, Mr. Greg Smith was joining us on the Facebook stream, and Rhonda Ellisor listening. Stingham Hornets. Appreciate you, Greg. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thank you, Greg and Rhonda. Appreciate it.
I think they're heading to Conway for the big Bearcat game tomorrow. 21-14, 10 seconds on the board. Brian, the Hornets have all 3 of their timeouts. We'll see what they choose to do here. They're going to come up here and look for a short kick.
Well, they're lined up like they're fixing to onside it.
Antonio Gonzalez does take a bounce here, pops right over to the Hornets, and they fall on it at the 44. Boy, that one went right off the chest number of Trey Taylor. He didn't know where it went. Luckily, one of his guys was back there. It may have been Nemo Winfrey, if I saw that correctly, that picked it up. Not 100% sure, but in any case, the Hornets fell on it. 7 seconds to go. They do have all 3 of their timeouts, so they should be able to get at least 2 plays off here, Brian. They'll have the ball on their own 44-yard line, left hash moving from left to right.
Well, here's an opportunity. You can do one of 2 things. You know, obviously you can run the football, run the timeout, go into halftime with a 7-point lead, or you can run trips right, trips left, and you can drop back, give A.J. great protection, and let him sling it all the way down into the end zone and have a jump ball, and that's hoping – kind of what we see here.
Well, there's going to 2 receivers will line up to the left, 2 down to the right. Trey Taylor, one of those up there to the left, down to the right 2. 1st and 10. They're going to call it the 44 of the Hornets with 7 seconds remaining here in the first half, leading 21-14. Wilson rolls to the right, looking for daylight. Wilson with 1 second will run out of bounds, and that will end the first half of play. We will keep it right here for just a moment, though, as Carlos Zimmermann heading down there to talk to head coach Rodney Southern. I believe TJ may have him too on the camera. And Carlos, whenever you're ready, we'll go down to you. I don't see Carlos down there. He's down there somewhere. There he is. Carlos, down to you.
Coach Southern giving up a little bit of a score right before the half, but you're still up by 7. What adjustments need to be made going into this second half?
Well, we've given up 2 or 3 big plays in both those series that they got their touchdowns, and then our eyes are bad. when we're on the goal line. So we can fix that kind of stuff.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. We'll let you get out to your players. Rob.
All right, that was Carlos Zimmermann down on the sideline, brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and you could absolutely tell Coach Southern not happy with that last score there. You never want to head into the locker room with the other team scoring. And on top of that, Brian, don't forget, Huntsville received that ball to start the ball game, so Rudder will get it to start the third quarter.
Yeah, they will. But let me say this, though. The first half of the Hornets tonight was a complete 180 from last week. So there are lots of bright spots. The offense is really starting to really do a good job, and the defense obviously is doing a real good job, except for, as you just mentioned, Rob, you don't want to allow your opponent to score right before halftime, which they did. However, they're still up by 7, and the Hornets are really looking good here so far in this first half.
We'll go ahead and step aside. We'll take a break for a few moments. When we come back, we'll have halftime. That coming up, brought to you by Northside Baptist Church, 21-14. Hornets leading here at home in the 10-5A district opener. We'll be back in a moment. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Joetta's Boutique knows all about fashion. We offer trendy and affordable styles, as well as timeless and traditional choices, with sizes ranging from extra small to 2X. We strive for excellence with our outstanding merchandise and friendly customer service. Please come and see for yourself. We're located inside Westfield Mall here in Huntsville, or you can shop on our website at joettas.com. And be sure and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Joetta's Boutique, vintage and new, classy and glam.
TWFG and More Insurance has been proudly serving the Huntsville and Walker County area since 2003. TWFG is ranked #1 in Texas as an independently owned insurance provider for personal lines. Their independence affords them the freedom to shop insurance carriers and coverages that best suit their clients' specific needs. TWFG and More Insurance offers both personal and commercial lines, as well as life, health, and flood insurance. Call Ann or Waylon at 936-293-8121 or drop by at 1212 10th Street in Huntsville. At TWFG and More Insurance, their policy is caring.
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they've got it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com. AB Squared Self-Storage is a proud sponsor of Huntsville Hornet football. Sting 'em Hornets.
Why are people driving from all over Texas to Wiesner Hyundai to get a real deal? And during Wiesner's September to Remember sales event, save even more. Get a 2021 Hyundai Elantra SEL, Sonata SE, or Tucson Value, your choice, 0% for 60 months. Get this 2021 Santa Fe SE, 0.9 for 60 months. Get a real deal today. Buy for less at Wiesner Hyundai. Exit 87B, Wilson Road in Conroe, or WiesnerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
COVID-19 rapid testing is now available at TexPress Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms are needed. Now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Not sure which test is right for you? TexPress Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments are needed. Walk-ins only. TexPress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website at TexPressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's TexPress Urgent Care next to Sports Clips in Huntsville.
Springtime is here, and that means the start of busy season. Between kids' activities, grocery shopping, and getting your oil changes, the last thing you need on your list is a stop at the bank. At CSCU, we want you to bank happy, which is one of the reasons we offer video banking. With video banking, you can chat face-to-face with a CSCU team member about your account, whenever and wherever it's most convenient for you. Visit cscutx.com and click on Launch Video Banking today. At CSCU, we want you to bank happy, spend smart, and live well. Member NCUA, membership eligibility required.
Fat Boys Pizza, chicken bacon ranch, buffalo chicken, barbecue chicken, margarita chicken. Oh man, it's so good. Loaded baked potato pizza? Yeah. Fat Boys Pizza. You've never tasted pizza this good? Get out of your comfort box and tease those taste buds. Fat Boys Pizza in Riverside. Try those delicious wings. Or how about the Fat Boys Delight dessert with butter, cinnamon, sugar, and cream? Check out Facebook.com/Fat Boys Pizza Trailer. Or make the short drive up 19 in Riverside. Fat Boys Pizza proudly supports the Hornets. Sting 'em!
Shopping for something sporty and great on gas? Make Bill Fick Ford your first and last stop. Turn heads and fill up less often with a sporty, fuel-efficient Ford crossover. Bill Fick Ford is also your headquarters for the built tough Ford F-Series trucks, including the all-new 2021 Ford F-150s. Bill Fick Ford, no bull, just good deals. And customer satisfaction comes before any sale. Bill Fick Ford on I-45 South in Huntsville or online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
Hi folks, this is Jack at Adams Furniture. You know, furniture today is hard to find, but at Adams Furniture, we have a whole store full of furniture. We've got the sofas, the sectionals, the recliners, lazy board gallery. We've got the mattresses, bedroom suites. You buy it right off my floor. You see it, you buy it, we deliver it. We've got a whole store full. We've got warehouses full. Remember, that's Adams Furniture at 75 North at 10th Street, or shop online at shopatadams.com.
Halftime is an anticipated part of any game. We get to see the mighty Hornet military marching band. The team goes to the locker room. The coaches make corrections and tweak the game plan. And then it's back to the gridiron to finish the task and fight to get the mark in the win column. Church is a halftime for the soul. You can stretch. You can be refreshed. Friends, we will never change the game plan because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There's only one plan. It starts with Jesus and ends there. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
This is the Huntsville Hornets High School Football Halftime Report, sponsored by Northside Baptist Church. Here's Rob Hipp and Brian Adams.
All right, friends, welcome back. We are at halftime here live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Tonight's game is always presented by our good friends at First Financial Bank, and this is our community spotlight section that we do at halftime sometimes as we're live here at Bowers. We'll go into the broadcast booth now, joined by my good friend, Miss Dacry Beebe. Dacry, good to have you tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Well, you've never been up here before, have you?
No, I haven't.
I'm going to move this up just a little bit. There we go. Gotcha. You've been supporting our Bearcat coverage now since I started here, and just wanted to welcome you up and just talk a little bit about Abbey Realty. You know, you've got a lot of great things going on. Real estate market's hot. How has everything been?
It's been crazy. We've had all kinds of new challenges that we've never had before because of the crazy real estate market, but the fun part is just helping people get to the finish line and get the house they want.
And Dacry, what's your website? Because a lot of people, it's easy to remember.
HuntsvilleTXRealestate.com.
HuntsvilleTXRealestate.com. And Dacry, you know, you've got 6 kiddos, and they've all gone through There's some of them haven't gone through Huntsville High School yet, of course, but they're all going through Huntsville ISD. And talk a little bit just about how things are going and the great things that you've seen with the school district and those kind of things.
Well, my kids are doing excellent. I'm really proud of them that they're getting really good grades and they're enjoying it. They love the social life. You know, they love being around their friends, and they're just, my youngest daughter, she's enjoying theater at Mance Park now, and so just all the different opportunities that they have that they can be a part of.
I saw Miss Beulah earlier. She's down there doing stuff with the football games too. So.
Oh yeah, she's doing the videos. Yeah.
Well, she's like you. I see you all over town doing things, and I know involved with the city and doing great work with the city council. Just talk a little bit about, you know, what you've seen in Huntsville and the great things that have been going on here in the city. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, the cool thing is that the city council as well as the city staff are really they're progressively working with this growth that's happening. We're trying to be proactive, trying to make decisions and do things before it's too late, and also trying to respond to the concerns that citizens have.
Well, and you know, things rocking and rolling. The city continues to grow. Real estate market's looking good. And I kind of wanted to go back to that for a moment. You know, what have you seen as far as growth in the real estate market here in Huntsville?
Well, we're starting to, the most exciting part is all the new builds. We have the big builders coming in, and they're going to be building hundreds of homes, which is going to allow people a lot more opportunity to buy, which we never had before.
And that's good, because I was about to say, selfishly, I wish that the buyer's market would slow down, because Bridget and I are trying to find a house eventually.
Yeah.
But everywhere you look, the houses are going like that.
It is, and everybody wants to live in Texas, so you can't blame them.
Well, Dacry, you know, with the school and the bond that recently passed, that was such a big thing for Huntsville, too, and for the kids. Talk about just a little bit about how important that was for the community.
Oh, it was huge. I'm so excited that people were so supportive of it and that it passed with resounding yeses. And it's important because of the growth and because of our kids and the fact that we want to show that we support them and provide them with every opportunity, that this bond will allow that to happen.
Well, Daiquiri, as I told you, you were one of the first people I met here, and I appreciate your friendship and all that you have brought here to the community. You made me feel very welcome. I always mention you, Ray Hernandez, and I get nervous because I start mentioning people and I'll leave somebody out.
Yeah.
But off the top of my head, you, Ray Hernandez, and, of course, Mr. Robert Linderman. Those are the three that pop into my head immediately when I think of Huntsville, Texas.
Yeah.
So I just want to tell you thank you for connecting and just being a good friend and all the wonderful things that you do.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Well, finally, and you are our fourth quarter sponsor. We always like to say bring home the win with Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty. Things, as I talked about, with the school growing, the community growing, you also are very good at connecting folks, and you had the I Heart Huntsville videos, but you call it something else now.
Say yes to Huntsville.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the whole idea was just to help promote other businesses, other events, other organizations in town, and just help people get to know what's going on. I mean, I always see people on Facebook saying, well, we don't know what's going on. What's going on? There's nothing to do. Well, there's a ton to do in Huntsville, so I'm just trying to spread the word through those videos. So.
Awesome. What is something, from a community leader that you would like to see maybe come to Huntsville? Maybe some type of a business, anything that's on the top of your mind? Maybe
honestly, I love Huntsville. I love the kind of slow-paced life, the quality of life. I love the trees. I love everything. I don't necessarily want it to change.
Gotcha.
So.
The only thing that I want to see come back is the bowling alley. I know we have the cat club, though, but I want to see the bowling alley come back.
Yeah, a lot of people say they want the bowling alley. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Daiquiri, before we let you go, just any final comments, any thoughts before we let you go?
No, I just thank you for doing what you do, Rob. We appreciate you.
Awesome. Well, again, Miss Daiquiri BB, again, you can find her website, HuntsvilleTXRealestate.com. So thank you for being here, Daiquiri. We appreciate you. And on the count of three, anytime you get behind the mic, you got to say a Stingham Hornets with me on the count of three. You ready for it?
Yep.
And then we're going to go to break, Parks, back at the studio. So just a heads up on the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Stingham Hornets!
We'll be back in a moment.
Halftime is an anticipated part of any game. We get to see the mighty Hornet Military Marching Band. The team goes to the locker room. The coaches make corrections and tweak the game plan. And then it's back to the gridiron to finish the task and fight to get the mark in the win column. Church is a halftime for the soul. You can stretch. You can be refreshed. Friends, we will never change the game plan because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There's only one plan. It starts with Jesus and ends there. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
All right, friends, welcome back. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams as we continue the Northside Baptist Church halftime report. And it's always good to hear from Daiquiri. She has been such a big supporter, Brian, of not only our Huntsville Hornet coverage and not just football coverage. She has hopped on through basketball. I've had her on baseball. She supports our Bearcat coverage when we had sponsor opportunities there. Just a community leader that's really doing a lot of good for Huntsville, man.
Yeah, it's always fun to have a community leader come join us on the show, and we have them all the time, and certainly it was great to have Daiquiri tonight. So we appreciate all the support and all the help and all the stuff that goes with it.
Brian, we will get down to the band here in just a few moments. Rudder's band is out there now. We always showcase our Huntsville Hornet marching band just because of radio time. 15:20 to go here at halftime. Hornets look sharp, came out, scored early on that first play of the game, actually, as they had that dart that was thrown for the touchdown. They led at one point 21-7, but then, Rudder found a way to put up a touchdown there going into halftime with just a few seconds to spare.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because the Hornets really played some good football in the first half, and, that's one of those things you don't want to have happen right as you're fixing to go in halftime, but nonetheless it did. So the Hornets are going to, they're going to regroup and come back in the third quarter, but I'll say this, and A.J. Wilson in particular, he looks sharp tonight. He is seeing the field. He is looking. He's not making decisions where he's throwing the football into double coverage or triple coverage. He's not trying to thread the needle. If somebody's not open, he's doing one of two things, either taking it and running it, which he was so successful at last year. I love to see him do because he's so fast. He is so maneuverable, and or he's throwing the ball out of bounds, not making bad decisions, and it's good to see, McLean back and all of these guys come back and healthy and ready to play. They have weapons everywhere, Rob.
21-14 is your score. This game got started on the first possession. Well, of course it got started on the first possession. Got started with a touchdown, though. The Hornets had it on their own 49-yard line. It was a 51-yard pass from A.J. Wilson into the hands of Cam Cole. Here's that play. Make and bake, Ricky Bobby. 30 down to the 20 on the right side. 10-5. Touchdown, mama. 51 yards on the first play of the game. How about that for the Hornets? And that was, again, Mr. A.J. Wilson to Cam Cole. That got things started at the 11:44 mark. Huntsville led 7-0 at that point. Rudder followed up by a touchdown of their own, a drive that started on their own 25, 7 yards on the pass to Holmes. We were tied at 7 apiece. And then we saw Jalen McLean, a young man that has been injured. It was great to see him back out on the field, Brian, but he fumbled the ball. We haven't seen him since then. And, when you're injured and you come back, sometimes that's a problem.
Yeah, you come back and you're rusty. I mean, that happens all the time. That's like if you have a new quarterback come in or a new center. A lot of times, maybe you have missed snaps and things like that because you don't practice very, together or very often. So, yeah, it's not uncommon to have some rust, but he is back. That is the good thing, and that is only going to help the Hornets as the season progresses. And you know what? In this defense tonight, let's talk about that for a minute. They are swarming around the ball, making some big plays. You take away the last touchdown going into halftime. Take that out of the equation, and the Hornets have played flawlessly defensively here in the first half.
Hornets, as we go into the second quarter, we continue the Northside Baptist Church halftime show here with Rob Hipp, Brian Adams. It was the third possession for the Hornets. Started on their own 39-yard line. That drive capped off by a 14-yard touchdown pass to Jawan Giddens. At that point, the score 14-7. Hornets in the driver's seat. 9 on the play clock. Sends Tatum in motion from right to left. Wilson, shotgun snap at the 20. Back to the 22. Throws right side. Has a man. It's Giddens. Giddens 5. Giddens touchdown, baby. Oh, what a play. That was Jawan Giddens back in the first half. In the second quarter, 14-7 is where that stood. Of course, our scoring drive recaps brought to you by our good friends at Hooks Family Farm. Followed up by Rudder. It was an interception by Nemo Winfrey back in the back for Huntsville. That gave the Huntsville Hornets another opportunity on the offensive side.
Azar tries to do a quarterback draw up the middle. The Hornets were waiting on it. Nice play.
Here's Azar, throws right side. Oh, it's intercepted, baby! It's intercepted by the Hornets. How about? And that was Nemo Winfrey there stepping inside on the interception thrown from Azar. The Huntsville Hornets get it back here. A drive on their fourth possession after the interception. Started in great field position on the 32-yard line of Rudder. That drive capped off by a 6-yard touchdown pass. Brian, guess who? Jawan Giddens again. That one happening near the 4-minute mark. Huntsville leading at that point after the 6-yard touchdown pass, 21-7. Now, Wilson has Giddens to his right side, stands in the gun at the 10. Maybe a free play here for Huntsville. Throw over right side. Giddens, touchdown, 6-yard pass. It was the second touchdown of the night for Giddens, the third for the Hornets, 21-7. And then you go down again to that fifth possession for Rudder, a drive that started on the Hornet 48, a 3-yard touchdown pass to Martin, 21-14. That is where we stand. Overall, good offensive output by the Hornets tonight. Couple of miscues. The defense allowing that one to come in, but other than that, been a pretty solid game.
Yeah, defensively, Nemo Winfrey's playing a heck of a ball game. Offensively, Cam Cole, A.J. Wilson, those two guys have really synced in together and playing good football. A.J. is doing a really good job. He looks like the veteran quarterback that he is, standing tall in the pocket, looking through his progressions. If the receiver's not open, taking it and running it and or throwing it out of bounds, not making bad decisions, trying to thread the needle in double and triple coverage. So I'll look for a lot of the same thing here in the second half.
9:50 to go in the Northside Baptist Church halftime show. We'll step aside for station identification. When we come back, we'll hear from the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Halftime is an anticipated part of any game. We get to see the mighty Hornet Military Marching Band. The team goes to the locker room. The coaches make corrections and tweak the game plan. And then it's back to the gridiron to finish the task and fight to get the mark in the win column. Church is a halftime for the soul. You can stretch. You can be refreshed. Friends, we will never change the game plan because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There's only one plan. It starts with Jesus and ends there. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
KSAM Huntsville, broadcasting live from the Wiesner Huntsville studios. We are your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. 101.7 KSAM.
All right, friends, back at it here. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams in the Northside Baptist Church halftime report. And just in a few moments, we'll send it down to the field for the wonderful Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band as they are getting set up, about to get started here in just a few moments. 8 minutes to go before we get things started in the third quarter. The score sits at 21-14. Also wanted to remind you, if you're out there listening tonight, send us a message on the social media feeds. We'd love to hear from you. Those social media feeds are open. Send a comment. You can also text us. That's actually a better way to get in direct contact with us here in the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. You can text us at 512-522-9105. Again, that number is 512-522-9105. And make sure to let us know where you're listening from tonight and who you are cheering on. And Brian, you had to step aside and wash your hands. You had cheesecake on them, man.
Oh, man, my hands were all sticky, but it was delicious. You know, those pastries and stuff, man, are just so good, and we appreciate so much that we, are allowed to sample during the ball game.
That's right. Let's go down to Tony Kulak and our beautiful Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band.
Hornet Military Marching Band. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Benjamin Hendricks and Mark Tweeda. Tonight the band will be performing Vienna Philharmonic Fanfare by Strauss and Kiefer Special by Kiefer. band is directed by John Green, Andy Twist, and Brian Wood. The section of the week is the saxophone section. The band would like to thank our band boosters, corporate sponsors, administration, and the community for their continued support. They would like to send a special thank you to their platinum sponsors, Raven Property Management, Walker County Ace Hardware, Community Service Credit Union, and Texpress Urgent Care.
All right, once again, that was your Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band. 3:28 to go. We'll step aside and take a break. That'll wrap up our Northside Baptist Church halftime report. When we come back, the third quarter, stay with us. Hornets leading 21-14. We'll be back in a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Halftime is an anticipated part of any game. We get to see the mighty Hornet Military Marching Band. The team goes to the locker room. The coaches make corrections and tweak the game plan. And then it's back to the gridiron to finish the task and fight to get the mark in the win column. Church is a halftime for the soul. You can stretch. You can be refreshed. Friends, we will never change the game plan because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There's only one plan. It starts with Jesus and ends there. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
This has been the Northside Baptist Church Huntsville Hornets halftime report. Stay tuned for more Huntsville High School football on KSAM.
COVID-19 rapid testing is now available at Texpress Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms are needed. Now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Not sure which test is right for you? Texpress Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments are needed. Walk-ins only. Texpress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website at TexpressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care next to Sports Clips in Huntsville.
Fat Boys Pizza, chicken bacon ranch, buffalo chicken, barbecue chicken, margarita chicken. Oh man, it's so good. Loaded baked potato pizza? Yeah, Fat Boys Pizza. You've never tasted pizza this good? Get out of your comfort box and tease those taste buds. Fat Boys Pizza in Riverside. Try those delicious wings. Or how about the Fat Boys Delight dessert with butter, cinnamon, sugar, and cream? Check out Facebook.com/Fat Boys Pizza Trailer. Or make the short drive up 19 in Riverside. Fat Boys Pizza proudly supports the Hornets. Sting 'em!
Springtime is here, and that means the start of busy season. Between kids' activities, grocery shopping, and getting your oil changes, the last thing you need on your list is a stop at the bank. At CSCU, we want you to bank happy, which is one of the reasons we offer video banking. With video banking, you can chat face-to-face with a CSCU team member about your account, whenever and wherever it's most convenient for you. Visit cscutx.com and click on Launch Video Banking today. At CSCU, we want you to bank happy, spend smart, and live well. Member NCUA, membership eligibility required.
At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, community is important to us, and as part of this community, we enjoy celebrating the successes of our student athletes, win or lose. Their hard work is worthy of celebration. I'm Greg Smith, owner of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. When a need arises, you can trust us to help you and your family celebrate a life well lived. We're Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, the hometown experts in celebrating life. Sting 'em, Hornets!
This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. KSAM Huntsville, your hometown radio station.
All right, friends, that wraps up our Northside Baptist Church halftime report. Also got to hear from the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band. We appreciate them and all the hard work. Brian, so many components. I never want to leave those guys out. I know last year we had a few glitches at the beginning of the season, but we made sure to get them in, and we're always going to try to cover them as best as we can because they do a lot of work to prepare for these games.
Oh, no question about it. I mean, they're award-winning. I mean, they win all these awards year after year after year, and it's such an integral part of Friday Night Lights. You know, it's just part of it, man. I mean, that's so much. I can't imagine. I mean, how much work they do to be in form and line and playing all the notes, on key. I don't see how they do it.
12 minutes back on the clock. The third quarter brought to you by our friends at University Hotel. About to get underway here. Hornets leading 21-14, but Christian Avalar will kick this one off from left to right. A pretty packed crowd here tonight at Bauer Stadium in this 10-5A opener. Some text messages coming in. We'll get to those in a minute. Right toe to leather. Third quarter underway as this one will sell. Picked up at the 4-yard line on the left side by Rudder. Trying to move through defenders and finally brought down around the 15-yard line. So good special teams play there by the Hornets. We'll put Rudder back deep in their own territory to start this first drive and the 6th overall of the game, trailing 21-14.
Yeah, nice kickoff coverage there by the Hornets. They were downfield. They were all in their lanes, doing it properly, and you know what? They got Rudder back both past. It looks like on their 16-yard line. So good kickoff coverage there.
One of my close friends I've came to be friends with and a mentor in the radio industry joining us tonight, Mr. Dave Donahue. We miss you, Dave, and love you, brother. Appreciate you joining us. Saying hello, y'all. Stingham Hornets. Nice to see you, Rob, Brian, and Nathan. Appreciate you, Dave.
Yeah, we appreciate Dave so much.
First down and 10 from the 16-yard line. Left side, pass over in the flats up to the 15-20, and finally brought down. This ball got stripped as he went out of bounds, but that is inside the 20 there and just ahead. So it'll bring up second down and short here for Rudder.
Yep, number 21 for the Hornets, Waylon Sapoli on the tackle. And basically just a little 2 to 3 yard hits play. But he comes up from his safety position, makes a great tackle.
Second down and 4 for Rudder on the left hash. 11:34 to go here in the University Hotel third from the 22-yard line of their own side. Izar will hand off to his back, and he is drilled to the ground by Calvin Simmons. Oh, man, that was like a big bull coming in saying, get away from me, baby, I'm taking you down.
Boy, Calvin Simmons, man, you talking about a guy that put on some bulk over the summer, 30 pounds of muscle, and that guy will light you up.
That was 30 more pounds of just pure bull. I'm talking big bull out there, and your brother would know all about that, man, over at Jet A. Yep. First down and 10 from the 26. For Rudder. Handoff goes to the right side. This time it is Martin, and Martin nowhere to go. How about that loss back near the 20?
Guess who?
Calvin Simmons.
Yep, man, he is all over the field to start this third quarter. And, man, he is a heck of an athlete and just one of the nicest guys you'd ever meet.
Going to bring up second down and a long 16 now. Rudder backed up to the 20 on their own side, moving from right to left. Hornets have 4 up front, threatening a blitz. Very tight formation. 3 actually wide to the left now, 2 wide to the right. Empty backfield. Hornets looking to show blitz. Now they'll back out of it. Izar throws this one right side up and well overthrew his intended receiver. Incomplete at the 50-yard line on that right side. Nowhere in the area. Bryce Tumlin's. Kevin Holmes, beg your pardon. Incomplete. Third down and a long 16.
Well, nice read by Izar. It actually was a safety blitz, so he knew he had single coverage on the right side, and he just overthrew his wide receiver who was one-on-one in coverage. Man, if that ball would have been a little underthrown, that may have been a big one.
Third down and 16. The Stingham defense trying to hold Rudder here. 10:21 to go in the third. 21-14 Huntsville. These are rolling to the left. Pump fakes once, airs one, left side, incomplete. Great defense on the play by the Hornets. Isaiah Collins, the sophomore, hit on the coverage. Incomplete punt coming up.
Yeah, number 5, Michael Lister, wide out for Brian Rudder. Double covered, and Izar is rolling to his left. He's a right-handed quarterback trying to throw across his body. One of the most difficult throws you can make.
Our good friend Harvey Vanacek joining us from Galveston cheering on the Hornets. If you've got a message, send them to us by text message at 512-522-9105. Again, that is the Hornets fan text line open at 512-522-9105. 4th and 16, punt up on its way. Short punt here. Butcher picks it, has it at the 45 on his own side. Goes to the right side in the flats. Butcher has room in the 50, 45, down to the 40, still on his feet. Oh, it's Butcher down to the 20. He's going to take it to the house, baby. Justin Butcher, 60-yard return. Oh, mama, what a play by Butcher. He had the meat blocks going and got the touchdown.
Man, folks, there was one of the biggest blocks you would have seen all year long. Oh, my goodness. He just popped one of the Rudder players. His helmet goes flying. Oh, my goodness. What a return.
We'll go back and take a look at the end of that one on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay. And I'm not sure if we had the block. He almost got drugged down by the back. Able to stay on his feet. Plenty of blocking, and Butcher taking it to the house. 60-yard punt return, and the Hornets finding some separation.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, that block was just unbelievable.
Oh, no. Wait a minute, Brian. Is this coming back? Oh, Carlos Zimmermann down on the sidelines. If we got you, Carlos, what happened down there? Not sure if we have you, Carlos.
Hey, Rob.
There you go.
Looked to be like a chop block coming in the backfield on that run. That's why that return by Butcher is coming back. Unfortunate for the Hornets, but man, oh man.
Wow, that is unfortunate. What a run by Butcher. Oh, my goodness.
Well, that may have been the last bit of excitement I had, Brian. Let's get another bit of excitement. We're going to stay positive here. Unfortunately, no touchdown. 7th possession for the Hornets. They'll start from their own 35. I didn't even see the flag in the backfield. Handoff here to the right side. A gain of about 2. The Hornets up to the 37-yard line. Those kind of plays deflate you, too, because you take it all the way. And it wasn't like Butcher got the touchdown because of that block. He almost got drugged down and worked out of that.
Yeah, he sure did. It almost looked like he almost had a face mask. As soon as he picked the ball up, it looks like one of the Rudder guys swiped his face mask, but no call. Good run back.
2nd down and 8. Wilson with the keeper across the 40 as he lowered his left shoulder. It'll bring up 3rd down and a manageable 5 at the 40-yard line for the Hornets.
Well, it's a big 3rd down right here. Just psychologically, you get that return call back, and you got to come back out there, start where the penalty took place. And now you got 3rd and 5. They need to convert on this to keep the momentum.
Receivers to the left, 1 down to the right. Wilson in the gun, stands on his own 35. 3rd and 5 from the 40. Wilson looking to pass here. The protection breaking down. He just has to throw this one away. Oh, man. Well, a wise decision by Wilson, not trying to force the issue. And at this point, Brian, we'll see. Will the Hornets go for it? Nope, they're going to bring Avalar to punt this one away.
Well, Coach Rodney Southern, he's not shy about going for it on 4th down, but, man, with only 1 touchdown advantage, you don't want to give, Rudder any opportunities whatsoever, so put them back as far as you can.
Avalar will punt this one away. 4th down and 5. Hornets from their own 40-yard line. 1 back to receive around the 25. For the Rangers is Greer Brazel. Avalar eagerly awaiting. Snap back. Avalar will punt this one. Greer Brazel back to receive at the 20. No fair catch called. Work through 1 defender. 30 to the left side. 35, 40. And he is finally brought down just outside the 40. Looks like around the 38-yard line or so.
Yeah, Troy Joseph, number 40, in on that stop. What a good punt there by Avalar. It's a nice spiral. Turned it over.
Troy Joseph for the Hornets. 1st down and 10 running.
21-14 your score, 8:31 remaining here in the University Hotel 3rd quarter. We haven't had a chance to get to much of a break yet here in the 3rd as Izar will quickly get out onto the field. E.J. Izar, the quarterback, 5'11", 195, the senior. Trips to the right, 1 receiver down to the left. Izar gets a shotgun snap. Handoff goes to that back, spinning around is McClinton, and McClinton is drilled back at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of 1 or 2. And that is a Frank Oliveira's pinnacle, relatively hard hit of the game. Haven't had too many of those, but that was a pretty hard hit there on the running back. A loss of 1, 2nd down and 11 for Rudder from their own 36. 8 to go here in the 3rd, trailing 21-14. Izar, the handoff goes to McClinton on the right side, and this time just back to that original, back to the line of scrimmage on the previous play, so still back 11 yards from the 1st down.
Yeah, big 3rd down here. 3rd and 11, the Hornets defense needs to swarm on this down right here, get the ball back in pretty good field position if they can contain Brian Rudder.
7:30 to go in the 3rd, 21-14. Rudder trying to convert a 3rd down. It's 3rd and 11 from their own 36. In between the marks, moving from right to left. But a few Rudder fans making their way here. The hour drive from Bryan College Station. He's always hit from the back and the ball pops out. Oh my goodness. One of his players fell back on it, but what a hit. That is a Frank Olivetta's hard hit of the game. Oh, baby, what a play.
Boy, Izar is looking downfield, fixing to launch it deep, and just gets hammered from behind. The ball gets popped out, and man alive, the Hornets are going to get the ball back in really good field position. Oh, what a hit.
Well, no, the Hornets, they'll punt it away here. The Rudder will punt it away. Butcher set back to receive. There's a look at it on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay as Izar went down hard. Luckily, one of his teammates was able to hop on that. Butcher back to receive around the 30. This one punted away. Butcher has it right side to the 30. Trying to angle his way up, only a couple up to the 32-yard line. Good field position here, starting the 8th possession of the night for Huntsville. And again, they will quickly run back. Nope, they're going to take a timeout. So we'll take a University Heights Baptist Church timeout, and we'll also go to a 30-second break after that. Stay with us. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
On the campus of Sam Houston State University is the historical University Hotel. It's a heartbeat away from the campus center, Bauer Stadium, the Don Sanders Baseball Stadium, and the Sam Houston Memorial Museum. Dignitaries from all walks of life have been here. The hotel hosts your special events like graduation, holiday parties, or professional gatherings. Come stay, come visit, come see the University Hotel at Sam Houston State University, shsuhotel.org.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp here alongside Brian Adams. And Brian, I thought that they were going to, I saw one of the officials kind of give a timeout signal. They didn't do that, so they got right back after it. There's a rush there by the Hornets and a loss on the play. 2nd down and 13 back to the 29. So sorry we missed that first part of that play. Like I said, I thought they called timeout. I saw the official down here.
Yeah, I did too.
2nd and 13 from the 29. Wilson on a hard count, leading 21-14, 5:46 to go. Empty backfield, passes over center, has a man wide open, and it's broken up at the 30 and incomplete. Oh, man, he had Trey Taylor wide open, and at the last moment, that defensive back came in there and knocked it away for Rudder. As Ryan Campbell knocked it out of there. Man.
Well, Trey Taylor was, it looks like he had his man beat by at least a step, running a go route. I love it. A.J. Wilson is feeling it tonight. Drops back, hits his drop step, and lets it fly. I love the aggressiveness out of the Hornets here tonight.
It is 3rd down and a long 13. Hornets on their own 29, moving from left to right. The ball again on that 29, leading 21-14, 5:40 to go. Wilson looking to pass right side to Tatum, and Tatum is brought down by the helmet. Man, oh, that's a dangerous tackle. It's just one of those tough tackles, though. It's completely legal as he got wrapped up around the neck. And only a gain of a couple up to the 34, and Huntsville's going to have to punt this one away again.
Yeah, they are. You're going to have Avilar back around his 21-yard line, and I would believe that Brian Rudder is going to do everything they can to block this kick, because they keep getting a little bit closer every time.
Trey McClinton set back to receive around his own 30. Avilar stands on his own 20. 4th and 8 from the 34. Actually, plenty of room here for Avilar. Got this one away. McClinton will take it across the 40. In between the hash marks, 40-45, and he's finally brought down on the top of the SH logo at the top right corner of the H to the 45-yard line, maybe the 46. So great field position here for Rudder, trailing 21-14.
Well, we want to thank some more of our wonderful sponsor and our halftime guest, Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty, Huntsville Real Estate Expert, and Adams Furniture. We beat big city prices, and Bill Fick Ford. No bull, just good deals. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, because everyone deserves to be remembered. Community Service Credit Union, now serving Walker, Madison, Trinity, some parts of San Jacinto counties.
2 receivers to either side. 1st and 10 from the 46 for Izar. As he will take a low snap, rotates to the right, works through traffic, finds a receiver, and has the reception in Huntsville Hornet territory at the 47. Still short of a first down, but a good pass on first down.
Well, so we're sitting obviously in the 3rd quarter with 4 minutes and 35 seconds left. Both teams playing really solid defense right there at the moment.
Second down and 3 from the 47 in Huntsville Hornet territory. 21-14. Rudder trailing. 4:18 to go in the third. Little end-around action. This one, Huntsville Hornets sniffed it out easily. Seth Carroll in on the tackle. The run there was by Jaquez Martin, and that's a big loss. And that'll make it third down and long now. Call it third down and 8 after the loss of 5 on the play.
Great play by Seth Carroll. He read that reverse perfectly, drops him for a loss. What a play. Seth Carroll is fired up.
As we just said, that is huge because it would have been third down and manageable. Now you go back to third and 8, all the way back to the 48-yard line. Back on their side of the field is Rudder. From right to left on the right hash mark, 21-14, trailing 3:36 to go here in the University Hotel third. Empty backfield for Izar. Huntsville got a little bit of a push here. Izar, he's trapped, bounces, oh, he goes down to the sack. There it is. How about that for the Stingham defense?
Number 40, Troy Joseph. We've been calling his name all night long with the big sack. Oh, my goodness.
It's a Hartfield Forest sack on the play by Mr. Troy Joseph. As Brian said, been calling him a lot tonight. And he's not able to escape it as we look at it for those on the video stream. Brought to you by Walker County Federal Credit Union. Justin Butcher back to receive for the Hornets. We have been punt city here, Brian. Punt, punt, punt. 9th possession for the Hornets coming up. This punt gets away. Butcher will let it sail, and it drops into great field position for the Hornets. For the time being, we'll keep it right here because they move so fast, Brian. They have not taken much of a break here in the third.
No, they really haven't, but let's thank some more of our sponsors. Huntsville Independent School District, focus for our children's unlimited success. And Joetta's Boutique and West Hill Mall, vintage and new, classy and glam. And Techspress Urgent Care, quality health care and unmatched customer service. The Woodlands Financial Group and more insurance. Our policy is caring in Wiesner, Conroe Hyundai, where you buy for less. Wiesner, Huntsville, home of the bottom line. And Fat Boys Pizza, hand-tossed dough made fresh daily, pizza, wings, and more.
Fat Boys Pizza, and you were over there.
I was over there.
Great, man. I hope you told him you heard about it on KSAM.
Matter of fact, I did.
Yeah, false start here. Not sure. As Huntsville seems like they've got a free play, and Wilson ran to the races for the first down across the 46, down to the 48-yard line, but this one may be coming back. We'll see. Normally they whistle it completely dead. Oh, no, that was a free play. The defensive end moved on that, and Wilson took advantage, took it across for the Mocha attorney at law first down. That's got to be against the defense. We just saw it on the replay.
Yep, it was offsides defense, and the Hornets decline it, pick up the first down, move the chains, sound offense.
Jeremiah Johnson, who plays linebacker, 6'4", 190, the senior, was the one that got across the line. So it is a Mocha attorney at law first down from the 36-yard line, 2:36 to go here in the University Hotel. Third quarter. Butcher in motion. Under center Wilson. Handoff goes to the back to Giddens, and Giddens powering his way forward into Rudder territory at the 46-yard line on the left hash.
Boy, Giddens is so much fun to watch. I mean, he's like a big, tall Eric Dickerson, and he just moves the pile. I mean, just so much fun to watch.
Second down and 4. In Rudder territory, Hornets leading 21-14, 2:09 to go here in the third. Tatum will head over as a lone Hornet to the right side. He's the only receiver on that right side. Triplets stacked up in a triangle, now in motion. Handoff goes to that man in motion. It's Butcher, 45 on the right side, trying to push forward to the 40, and he leapt forward. He may have been close to the first down in that effort. They're going to mark him a yard short. He had to get to the 42. He got to the 43. So we'll bring up third down and a very short one here for the Hornets.
We were just talking about Giddens a while ago. He threw a very good block as that ball was going around the right side to allow the running back another 2 or 3 yards to pick up.
Hornet fans joining us from Rock Island, Illinois. Thanks for joining us in that text message coming in tonight.
Wow.
Here it is. It is, no, they called it a first down. It's a Mocha attorney at law first down. Handoff here to Giddens, and boy, the Rudder defense, Devion Howard, the defensive end, read that one easily. Back to the original line of scrimmage, second down and 10 coming up for the Hornets on the Rudder 42.
Well, I like what the Hornets offense is starting to do. They're starting to go vertical with their passing game. They've been the last couple of games they've been doing a lot of horizontal throwing and having some mild success, but, man, I like seeing them go vertical.
Some more of those text messages coming in from my good buddy at the Oak Ridge Disciple House, Joshua Ayers, sounding great. Go Hornets! Josh listening in from Copper's Cove. Love you, buddy. Great to hear from you. 2nd and 10 for the Hornets on the Rudder, 38 seconds to go. And we have a timeout on the field. It's a University Heights Baptist Church timeout, 21-14, 37 seconds to go. We'll be back in a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
On the campus of Sam Houston State University is the historical University Hotel. It's a heartbeat away from the campus center, Bauer Stadium, the Don Sanders Baseball Stadium, and the Sam Houston Memorial Museum. Dignitaries from all walks of life have been here. Let the hotel host your special events like graduation, holiday parties, or professional gatherings. Come stay, come visit, come see the University Hotel at Sam Houston State University, shsuhotel.org.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on home and auto insurance? Yep, State Farm. Diana K. Barnes is your State Farm agent in Walker County for service you deserve at the price you want. Diana K. Barnes has you covered. Call 936-295-2686 for surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
That was the University Heights Baptist Church timeout. We came out on 2nd down and 10. Sweet goes back over to Giddens, 40-35, and down to the 30-yard line. Jawan Giddens has been a running machine tonight for the Huntsville Hornets.
And, boy, he's got a nice little stiff arm that he loves to use, and it's very effective. He used it right there, picked up another 2 yards.
It's 1st down and 10. A Mocha attorney at law. 1st down for the Hornets on the Rudder 30. 19 seconds remaining here in the third. 21-14. Under center is Wilson. Kicks a man in motion. Butcher instead the handoff to Giddens. He finds some more life. Not much here, though. He found it a little bit, Brian, up to the 4, call it about a 4-yard gain. I kind of stumbled up there. I thought Giddens found a big hole, but he got tripped up only 4 yards to the 26. And that'll end the third quarter.
Yeah, I saw that too, Rob. It looked like he cut to the right. If he'd have cut to the left, it looked like he just had clear sailing. But nonetheless, I mean, Giddens is having a great ball game tonight.
So that will end the University Heights Baptist Church third quarter, 21-14. We'll head into the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty fourth. Bring home the win with Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty. We'll be back in a moment. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is B.J. McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through 3 primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC app. Sting 'em Hornets and eat 'em up Cats.
This is Daiquiri BB with Abbey Realty. Communication is key when it comes to a successful real estate transaction. Putting my clients first and helping them through the entire process is my passion. I know the neighborhoods in our community and those who live in them. I serve and volunteer with numerous organizations because I value Huntsville. You may have seen the Say Yes to Huntsville interviews or read my articles in the paper. I'm Daiquiri BB with Abbey Realty, and I'd be honored to be your next real estate professional.
All right, friends, welcome back. Rob Hipp, Brian Adams, live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Copeland Family Dentistry, wonderfully made. Brian, I just wanted to say, man, I'm your friend, and I just want to say you're wonderfully made. You're a good friend.
Man, I appreciate that. Man, we want to thank Ty Copeland and his whole staff. Wonderful people.
Here we go, fourth quarter action. It's 2nd down and 6. Hornets now from right to left. The handoff goes back here to Giddens, who's been that running machine tonight, and he is close to the first down. We'll see where the official spot is. First down marker is at the 20. I believe he got to the 21. So 3rd down and a very short one coming up for the Hornets, leading 21-14, 11:54 to go in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty fourth quarter.
Crucial down right here. It's 3rd and 1. You got to convert right here.
3rd down and 1 for the Hornets. In motion is Butcher. The handoff, though, goes to Giddens, your go-to man, and he's got the first down to the 18-yard line. It's a Moak & Moak attorney at law first down, and now inside the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone.
Yeah, good play there by Giddens. I mean, it was just a straight handoff up the middle. At first he stopped, and then he jumped out to the right. He gets tackled from behind, and that threw him forward about 3 yards, so we'll take it.
The Hornets have had 3 Climatech Secure Storage kickoffs tonight, leading 21-14. Appreciate Chrissy and all of her support this season again. Under center here is Wilson from the 18 on 1st and 10. Rolls to the right, fake the handoff, trying to find a receiver, all alone, touchdown, mama! Oh, baby, to Cam Cole!
What a play! Oh, my goodness, A.J. Wilson rolls out to his right. Cam Cole goes from right to left into the end zone. Wilson throws the ball across his body to Cam Cole, standing there all by himself, and touchdown. Wow, that was a great play.
It's an 18-yard touchdown pass, trophy case. Touchdown, your destination for awards, custom gifts, apparel, and much more. Get that Hornet Spirit gear at the trophy case. And here is the MRC Creekside extra point. Avilar, kick up on its way. The Hornets extend it to 2 scores, 28-14, with 11:14 to go here in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty Fourth. We'll take a break and be back in a moment in 30 seconds on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is Daiquiri Beebe with Abbey Realty. Communication is key when it comes to a successful real estate transaction. Putting my clients first and helping them through the entire process is my passion. I know the neighborhoods in our community and those who live in them. I serve and volunteer with numerous organizations because I value Huntsville. You may have seen the Say Yes to Huntsville interviews or read my articles in the paper. I'm Daiquiri Beebe with Abbey Realty, and I'd be honored to be your next real estate professional.
Back at it, Rob Hipp, Brian Adams, Copeland Family Dentistry Broadcast Booth. Hornet football made possible all season long. Our season presenting sponsor, our good friends at First Financial Bank. First Financial Bank, you first. And the Hornets looking to be on top here in this ballgame, 28-14. After that touchdown just a few moments ago, a drive that started on their own 40, 60 yards down, capped off by the 18-yard touchdown pass to Cameron Cole. That is your Hooks Family Farm scoring drive recap. And here is the Climatech Secure Storage kickoff from Avilar. Right toe to leather, booms this one into the end zone. That's what he does well. And Rudder will start on their own 25-yard line, their 9th possession of the night.
Well, you're going to start seeing Brian Rudder have to take more chances, and that means Izar is going to be doing everything he can in the pocket, trying to make plays happen, which will give the Hornet defense opportunities for turnovers.
A.J. Wilson in that first half, 49 yards, rushing 89 through the air. Giddens had at least 20 yards on 2 touchdowns, receiving 32 on the ground. Justin Butcher, a couple of rushing yards, 23 receiving yards, all that in the first half, but the Hornets have added more to that here. 1st and 10 from the 25 for Rudder, trailing 28-14. Over center, has a man at the 50, down to the 40, 30, 25, and finally, he's still on his feet. He's going to score the touchdown. He broke through 2 defenders, Brian. 75-yard touchdown pass.
Just like that.
That was Jaquez Martin for the touchdown.
Well, Nemo Winfrey on the coverage, and boy, what a great pass by Izar. I mean, just hits him right in stride, full steam ahead. Nemo Winfrey has an opportunity to bring him down. Shakes loose, straight into the end zone.
What made that one look super easy. 75-yard. The extra point kick through the uprights and good. 28-21, 11 minutes to go here in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty Fourth. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is Daiquiri Beebe with Abby Realty. Communication is key when it comes to a successful real estate transaction. Putting my clients first and helping them through the entire process is my passion. I know the neighborhoods in our community and those who live in them. I serve and volunteer with numerous organizations because I value Huntsville. You may have seen the Say Yes to Huntsville interviews or read my articles in the paper. I'm Daiquiri Beebe with Abby Realty, and I'd be honored to be your next real estate professional.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. I want to welcome you in here on the KSAM Sports Broadcast Network, powered by our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, the hometown experts in celebrating life. Just a few moments ago, a drive for Rudder, one play, started from their own 25, 75-yard touchdown pass to Martin from his quarterback, and just made it look real easy there was E.J. Izar. 28-21. Huntsville still leading. A little bit of an onside kick here, bounces up, and the Hornets able to fall right onto that at about the 43. So they're going to have great field position here to start this 10th drive, and they need to score. Let's be honest. Even though they're leading by 7, Brian, Rudder has clearly taken the momentum. Huntsville's got to find a way to punch it in.
Well, we got a heck of a game on our hands tonight. We knew it'd be a good ball game. 3-0 Rudder, 2-1 Hornets. Man, it's going to be good football, plus the fact we're starting district play tonight, and it has not been disappointing. It has been a wild game, and you're right, Rob. This is so important. The Hornets have a good drive here and put points on the board.
Sister Angelita Dean joining us, saying yes, Hornets. Also cheering on her family member, Zaki Fadein. Appreciate you. Alexander Hermilo cheering on the Hornets, and also Adrian McCloy. 1st and 10 for Huntsville from their own 43 from right to left. 10:58 to go here in this one. Wilson fakes the handoff, passes his hit, and it's almost intercepted. That thing was almost intercepted at the 45. That is one of the most ill-advised plays that we have seen, really the only one by Wilson tonight, as he threw it right into the hands of Nick Oliva, the defensive back.
Man, that was almost a big disaster on A.J. Wilson's part. Rolls to the right. He's rolling out for his life. He's got a defender on his tail. He's rolling, throws across his body. There's not a Hornet receiver in sight, and it almost goes straight into a Rudder defender's hands.
Jerry Rivers on the Facebook feed cheering on the Hornets tonight. Appreciate you. 2nd and 10 from the 43 from right to left. Hornets leading 28-21. Wilson shotgun snap. He has to throw this one away quickly. Boy, that offensive line allowed 2 or 3 Rangers to come right at Wilson. There's a flag at the end of the play, and we'll see if there was a little unsportsman after that one. I know Carlos is back over there at the 10-yard line all the way on the left side. I'm not sure if you happen to see anything, Carlos. If you didn't, just let us know. But how's the attitude right now down there on the sidelines?
Well, Rob, the attitude's kind of dropping a little bit. They're hanging on. It's a 7-point lead, and I said over there, I was talking to someone down there and saying, hey, it's 28-14. It's looking pretty good unless Rudder scores on the next play. And what do you know? That's exactly what they did. But right there, that was intentional grounding called on A.J. Wilson, if you want to know what that penalty was, Rob. So, again, there's a lot of mistakes there just making right now.
3rd and 21. Thank you, Carlos. That brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. A.J. Wilson, he goes down in a monstrous sack all the way back, oh my goodness, to the 12-yard line. Boy, things here for the Hornets starting to unravel, Brian, with 10:38 to go, still leading 28-21, but this Rudder team has really woken up.
Yeah, they really have. I mean, they're fighting for their lives out there to try to get a first district win to start the season off, and boy, the Hornet offensive line, I mean, they just got to give A.J. Wilson a little bit more protection up front, give him a chance to do something with the football.
Avilar will punt this one away. Here in just a few moments, it looks like that is Greer Brazel set to receive. And Brazel, he was kind of doing the Babe Ruth point a while ago. He was pointing at some of the other players. He'll field this one at the 45, 40 in Huntsville territory, and he's upended.
Well, Rudder, you know what? You're right, Rob. The momentum has changed. It's now sitting with Rudder, and they've got great field position to start this drive out. Man, that Hornet defense is going to have to show up and show up big, because right now Rudder has all the momentum.
Yeah, and Rudder will have one of their best starting positions of the night here. They will start this drive on the Huntsville Hornet 38-yard line. Moving from right to left, or left to right rather, and trailing 28-21, 9:57 to go here in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty fourth. Izar all alone in the backfield, trips to the right, 2 receivers up to the left, so 5 out. Izar passes, dropped. Had Jaquez Martin, who had that 75-yard touchdown earlier. Here's a flag. That may be a late hit against the Hornets. Those are the plays, Brian.
Pass incomplete. Flags on the play.
Go down to Carlos. Not sure if you're able to see that one down there, Carlos. What'd you see?
Rob, if you got me, may have been a late hit. That's the only way I can explain it when those kind of flags fly in from the back judge. So I can't explain it other than that. Yeah, they're moving the ball up. I don't know, man. It's not looking good here on this sideline, Rob. I'll tell you that.
All right, that report brought to you by our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and that was a late hit against the Hornets. That will move Rudder into even better position now. Brian, they're going to bring this one all the way up to the, 23-yard line?
Yeah, that is just monumental mistake there by the Hornet defense. Late hit, 15 yards, first down on the 23-yard line of Huntsville.
Well, Seth Carroll trying to get the fans fired up out there as we saw him waving his hands just a few moments ago. And the handoff goes here, bouncing around, ping-ponging is Trey McClinton on the left side. Inside the red zone to the 20-yard line. A 3-yard pickup, 2nd down and 7.
Well, the Hornet defense just needs to relax and stay in their gaps, and they're just – the linebackers really have to watch those runs up the middle.
Under center, 2nd and 7, Izar. Being chased back, avoiding a sack, and got back. Well, he's going to give him a sack on that. Well, he took off to run, Brian. I don't think it's a tackle behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of about 1 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 8. It was a loss of 1, but he took off to run there.
Yeah, he sure did, and that was a great play there by number 50, Zaki Fedine, to bring him down. So big play here for the Hornets. 3rd and 7?
Yeah, it's 3rd and 7. They show 8 up there on the board, but it's really 7. Izar all alone in the backfield trying to work through defenders, and he goes down. He got it 1 yard back up to the 19, pick up 2, but 4th down coming up, and you know that Rudder's going to go for it here. I wouldn't even expect them to go for a field goal.
Well, this is, man, I tell you what, we've had a wild game here tonight, and this is their biggest decision of the night there for Brian Rudder.
They're talking things over with Coach Izar there on the sidelines, and they will now take a timeout. We'll take it as a University Heights Baptist Church timeout. We'll run that for 15 seconds, then we'll go to a 30-second spot. We'll be back in a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is B.J. McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach, University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through 3 primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC apps. Sting 'em Hornet and eat 'em up Cats.
Back at 8:17 to go here in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty for 28-21. Hornets holding on to a 7-point advantage, 4th down and 6. And as it sits, Rudder is going to go for it here. This is the biggest moment of this Hornet defense tonight. 2 backs either, as Izar will throw this one right side, incomplete. Flag though in the backfield. And there may have been something on the defensive side. It's in the back of a defensive part, Brian. We'll see what the call is. And it looks like it may be against...
Well, what are you doing there? Because he points
Rudder?
to holding to the Hornets, holding to Rudder.
I guess it offsets.
Holding is the call, penalty is declined.
No, okay.
Pick a direction.
It was a hold against Rudder. And a turnover on downs resulting from the penalty will bring up the 11th possession for the Hornets. How about that for the defense? They needed a big stop, Brian. I just said before that play, it was the biggest opportunity for the defense tonight. They took care of business.
Yeah, they did. They had an all-out blitz on The Hornets did, and boy, Azar took a shot as soon as he threw that football. And you're right, Rob, the Hornet defense came through in the clutch right there.
It's the 11th possession of the night for the Hornets, leading 28-21, 8:12 to go here in the fourth. Wilson under center. His running backs in the eye will hand off to Justin Butcher, and Butcher back to the original line.
On the carry for the Hornets.
No gain on the play.
Back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the Hornets have to be careful because they have the ball on their own 19-yard line. They've got to secure this football and have no mistakes and no turnovers this far in their end.
Second down and 10, pitch back to Butcher again, left side to the 20, angles to the 25, and he's finally plowed out of bounds. Good healthy run on that play by Justin Butcher. A gain of 6 will bring up third down and a manageable 4. They've got to get to the 29, that ball on the 25. So 3rd and 4 coming up here for the Hornets.
Yeah, this is the biggest third down play for the Hornets tonight offensively. A.J. Wilson getting the play from the coach on the sidelines. And here we go. Big play right here.
Wilson stands in the gun. 3rd down and 4, big offensive play. Pitch on the shovel goes up to, the ball pops out, Brian. The ball popped out on the play. Giddens had it. I think the Hornets fell back on it at the 25.
Got to secure that football, guys.
Luckily, Lane Taylor fell back on it there for the Hornets. And Christian Avalar will have to punt this one away.
Yep.
You can't play around here when you're backed up on your own 25.
Nope, and Avalar better have a serious sense of urgency to get this ball off because I have a feeling they're going to bring the house.
Trey McClinton set back to receive around his own 36. Avalar stands on the 12. This punt on its way. They didn't even come at him, Brian.
They did not.
Keep saying that. It's opposite day. McClinton holds on to this one. He got hit. That's a flag on the play. You can't hit the returnman before he gets the ball, and that's exactly what happened. And the Hornets there, an undisciplined play, will give Rudder even better field position.
Wow. Oh, man, here we go. Talking it over with the white hat. Fixing to get the call.
Carlos Zimmermann down on the sideline, brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Carlos, what'd you see? Don't have you, Carlos. I saw him flick his phone. Go ahead, Carlos. Now we got you.
Oh, man, that's a tough call right there. They called that hit on the receiver there. But the thing is, he didn't call fair catch, so that's not the right call you make in that situation, Rob.
Well, you can hear some of the Hornet fans not real pleased with it either. But nonetheless, it's going to give Brian Rudder great field position.
Yep, they'll start this here. Their 11th possession of the night on the Hornet 49-yard line. These are still waiting here. I don't know what they're taking so long for, Brian. Some confusion out there. They're changing the footballs. Guess I didn't like something about the footballs. These officials do a good job. It's tough work being an official. 1st and 10, Azar in a gun, one back to either side. Handoff goes to that back on the left side, trying to get across the 50, and he's slammed down to the ground. Great tackle on the play by Carson Grisham. That's a name we've called once or twice tonight. Seth Carroll down there on the hit as well. And we'll have an injury on the field. We'll go ahead and step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
On the campus of Sam Houston State University is the historical University Hotel. It's a heartbeat away from the campus center, Bauer Stadium, the Don Sanders Baseball Stadium, and the Sam Houston Memorial Museum. Dignitaries from all walks of life have been here. Let the hotel host your special events like graduation, holiday parties, or professional gatherings. Come stay, come visit, come see the University Hotel at Sam Houston State University, shsuhotel.org.
Back at it here, friends. 6:33 to go in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty for 28-21. Second down and a long 8 here for Rudder. The handoff goes to the running back McClinton, and McClinton finding a little bit of daylight up to the 46-yard line, still well short of the first down. 3rd and long on its way here for Rudder. 3rd and looks like 7.
Tyler Pomeroy in on that tackle, the junior linebacker. And I tell you, this Hornet defense they're putting up a heck of a fight. And this is Rudder's biggest play of the night coming up right here, Rob.
The defense for Hornets trying to prove themselves again on a 3rd and 8 for Rudder from their own 47. Izar being chased, rolls to the left, able to work out of it, calls for the pass up, and it is incomplete. It is broken up on the play by none other than Nemo Winfrey, baby.
Incomplete, broken up by Nemo Winfrey.
Well, Izar drops back, and the coverage breakdown, and man, he starts having to run for his life. Rolls to his left, throwing it across his body as Nemo Winfrey comes in at the last second, knocks it away. Great play, Winfrey.
Boy, Nemo Winfrey almost had another pick tonight. He had one in a similar position earlier in this ball game as he stepped in front of the receiver.
Well, guess what?
What do we got, a flag on the play?
Yeah, we got something.
Foul against the Hornets is the call.
Oh, my goodness. So after a great pass breakup, a personal foul is called.
How about that? Yeah.
It is unbelievable.
Boy, howdy.
I'm curious to know kind of what the general attitude down there is on the sideline. Carlos Zimmermann is down there for the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home sideline report. Carlos, how are things going on that sideline? We'll get to you after this play. 1st and 10 from the 31. Izar rolls to the right, has a man open. He dropped it. Boy, Trey McClinton dropped that one. Carlos, if you got us now, we'll go down to you.
Yeah, sorry, Rob. I'm still trying to learn this new system, Rob. But, man, another personal foul call against the Hornets. Another chop block is what it looked like, or possibly roughing the passer. I wasn't sure. I couldn't quite get the motion right. But, my goodness, I mean, I can't explain it, Rob. It seems it's not fishy, but I don't know, man. That was bad.
2nd and 10 here for Rudder. Trailing 28-21, 5:35 to go on the Hornet side. Izar finds some daylight, and he is stopped 2 yards short of a first down. So, Brian, here we go again. Another 3rd down. We'll see if this Hornet defense can hold them.
Boy, we've had some just major 3rd downs the last several 3rd downs by both teams, really, Rob. And this is a big one again. I mean, 3rd and 2 for Brian Rudder.
3rd and 2 from the 23-yard line of the Hornets. One back to either side. Handoff goes to the left back. The defense hits him at the 20, but it's enough for a first down. Needed 2 and got 3.
Well,
first down for Rudder, and they're only trailing by 7 with 4:58 remaining.
Yeah, handoff right up the middle and found a gap, and like you said, needed 2, picked up 3.
First down and 10 here for Izar. Nobody in the backfield. 5 wide, trips to the left. Izar tuck and run here to the right side across the 15, and finally drugged down at the waistline. That's a good tackle there on the defense by the Hornets. And that was Tyler Pomeroy, the junior linebacker. And Izar a little bit slow there on the field, as we've seen some players starting to cramp up a little bit. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second break. We'll be back in a moment right here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
AB Square Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they've got it all. AB Square Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com. AB Square Self-Storage is a proud sponsor of Huntsville Hornet football. Sting 'em Hornets.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp, Brian Adams here at Bowers Stadium. It is 28-21, the score. Hornets leading. Rudder, though, driving here with 4:33 remaining in this ball game. Of course, games all season long presented by our friends at First Financial Bank. Izar a little bit banged up, and he is walking off, though, under his own power. That's a good sign. You don't want to see that young man. He's such an athlete. Of course, his dad is a coach, and he is making his way off the field right now. By the way, Brian, Huntsville was ranked number 4 at one point in this season, dropped down to 5. They are currently ranked number 8 by the Dave Campbell Texas Football Poll after that loss at C.E. King a week ago.
Well, going back to Izar, it's good to see him walk off on his own power. He's certainly got a little limp going on, but we've been watching him for the last 3 years, and he is an outstanding athlete, and he's done Brian Rudder an excellent job as the field general for that team.
Brandy McLaren joining us. Good to hear from you, Miss Brandy. Keep the swarm going, boys, on our Stingham Hornets, supporting our Hornet family. 11, 7, and 42 from Cody and Brandy McLaren. We appreciate you, Brandy. 2nd down and 7. 4:23 remaining. Rudder driving on the Hornets 17 inside the red zone. We'll have a number for that new quarterback, Brian, here in just a minute. Hard to see right now. Pass over right side, corner up, and he is out of bounds. That's out of bounds. He caught it, but he was out of bounds.
Well, that's what the field judge is doing, waving him out of bounds. But my goodness, you come in, haven't played it down all night long, lay one up, and he catches it. Woo, that was close.
Boy, we'll look at that on the Walker County Federal Credit Union replay for those of you on the video feed. And again, Brian, trying to get that quarterback's number. I'm wondering if that is.
Interference against the Hornets is the
Oh, it's pass interference against the Hornets. You have got to be kidding me.
Oh, man.
Boy, you just can't catch a break tonight.
I mean, I'm not. Wow.
I guess that's just the way it goes. You just got to find a way to play through it.
Well,
nothing going in favor of the Hornets right now.
Well, certainly not any calls, that's for sure. But you're right. There's nothing you can do but play through it. That's going to give Brian Rudder a fresh set of downs.
The quarterback out there is Xavier Ramirez, 5'11", 180 junior. So Ramirez comes in for the injured Ezer, and it'll be 1st and goal from the 9 for Rudder with 4:07 to go here in the Dacre BB Abbey Realty 4th quarter. And boy, there are coaches on the field, players on the field, everybody's huddled up.
Boy, Southern's hot.
I have no idea what's going on right now down there.
Well, I just tell you what, Coach Rodney Southern is out on the 20.
Brian, they moved that ball all the way to the 2-yard line. You have got to be kidding me. Wow.
Boy, I've seen some calls in my day, and
that ball is on the 2-yard line with 4:04 remaining here in the ball game. Rudder trailing 28-21. Ramirez, the quarterback.
Look, he's still got a coach for Brian Rudder out on the field.
Yeah, I mean, this is ridiculous. And the time has ran all the way out. I mean, how long are you going to give them? And now I think we've got a timeout on the field. So we'll go ahead and take it on a University Heights Baptist Church timeout. We'll be back in a moment. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
On the campus of Sam Houston State University is the historical University Hotel. It's a heartbeat away from the campus center, Bauer Stadium, the Don Sanders Baseball Stadium, and the Sam Houston Memorial Museum. Dignitaries from all walks of life have been here. Let the hotel host your special events like graduation, holiday parties, or professional gatherings. Come stay, come visit, come see the University Hotel at Sam Houston State University, shsuhotel.org.
Welcome back, friends. 4:04 remaining, 1st and goal from the 2. And now we finally get into action here. Under center, the quarterback will rotate back, running back in. And boy, he drilled at the goal line. It's a touchdown. Had to pay for it. Jamarcus Jones, the linebacker, playing a little running back, and he got in for the score. It's 28-27 with 4:01 remaining.
Well, you know what? Rudder had a lot of help there.
Jamarcus Jones in. And we'll go ahead and keep things right here, Brian. There's another timeout on the field, but we'll keep it right here for now. 4:01 remaining. Hornets by 1, 28-27 here late in the fourth.
Well, this extra point kick obviously is super important for Brian Rudder. If they convert it, then, folks, we got us a brand-new ball game with 4 minutes left.
Well, we talked earlier, this Rudder team is 3-0 this season. They average almost 50 a game, but they've went up against some teams that have struggled, especially as of late. They played the Elgin Wildcats a week ago. They started the season playing Bastrop, put up ginormous numbers in those 2 games. Here in this one, though, the Hornets defense has held them to 27 points. But this point after kick could tie it up at 28 apiece.
Well, there's not going to be any point afters.
This game has not been tied since the 6:39 mark when it was 7-7 back in the first. And they're going for 2 here, Brian. They're going to say, forget the extra point. Let's go for the whole bagel. And Izar is back in there at quarterback. And maybe they're just trying to throw the Huntsville off a little bit. Coach Southern is still down there, very animated in front of the official, as he should be.
Yeah, he should be, because I tell you, man, I've never seen some of these calls that's going against these Hornets tonight. And you got Azar back out there for Rudder. Man, he has got a heck of a limp going on. And it looks to me like now they are going to go probably for, well.
They lined up to go for 2. They said, let's just go ahead and try to take the lead here. And with Izar out there, he is the holder normally. And now he will line up to hold this. So a very critical point after kick here that will tie this game if it goes through. Kevin Holmes, the wide receiver, is going to kick this one. The hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And we are tied here in Huntsville at 28 apiece. 4:01 remaining. Oh, man, stay with us. Huntsville Hornet offense back on the field, trying to take back the lead. We'll be back in a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is B.J. McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through 3 primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC app. Sting 'em Hornets and eat 'em up Cats.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp, Brian Adams. Hornet football presented by First Financial Bank. We are tied 28-28 as we head in here now to the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Brian, a bit of a tough one here for the Hornets. They're going to have to work through this one.
It's been a wild game so far tonight. Obviously, we knew it was going to be tough. You know, Rudder's undefeated coming in. Played some good football, but, man, the Hornets offense fixed to come out. They're going to get an opportunity to win this ball game.
Here's the kickoff from left to right. Short kick, fielded at the 22 on the left side. 30, 35, 40. 40 down to the 50 and finally out of bounds. Boy, Jawan Giddens, I've said it numerous times, he is a running machine for this Huntsville Hornet team, and he has given the offense a little bit of life here in great field position. They will start on the Rudder 49.
Well, I tell you what, when I see Giddens running the football and or if he's out in the flats catching a ball, he reminds me of Eric Dickerson. For those folks who don't know, boy, Eric Dickerson with the L.A. Rams for so many years, just an outstanding athlete, running back, and Giddens just reminds me somewhat of Eric Dickerson.
Well, Rudder is playing a heck of a game, as are the Hornets. Both of these teams fighting. Been a good one so far. 1st and 10 from the 49. Boy, the ball pops out. The football pops out. And I'm not sure here, Brian, who has it. Rudder may have it. They're looking like they have it. It's very close. We were trying to look at it on the replay. Oh, goodness. Got bailed out on a false start. Thank goodness, Brian.
Well, that's about the 15th penalty in a row on the Huntsville Hornets, but thank goodness for that one.
That's the one that we'll take because the ball went out. Rudder thought they fell on it, but it was too late. They already whistled it dead, thankfully. Brian, positive vibes up here, my friend. First and 15. Wilson under center. Giddens the running back. 2 receivers to the right, 2 in a tight formation to the left. In motion is Butcher. Butcher gets the handoff, bounces off one of his players to the 50. Boy, a little bit of a horse collar. There it is. Finally, the flags fly.
Yep, we're going to have a face mask on Rudder.
And I think you're just reaching out, and I believe it was, I want to talk about the sportsmanship down there. If I saw the numbers correctly, C.J. Nash, a defensive lineman, that's great sportsmanship for Rudder because he helped Butcher up after that play, and that's what I like to see in these games. It is a face mask against the Rangers. I thought it could have been either way. It looked like they got him on the back, Brian, also on the front of that face mask. And the Hornets will have it all the way up to the 34-yard line. In Rudder territory, it's a Moke attorney-at-law first down on the penalty. The pitch sweep goes over to the left side. Giddens, and he's ankle tackled, trying to get up to the 35-yard line, and he's stopped for a loss of 2 in the back, and that was Jeremiah Johnson with the tackle.
Yeah, good tackle there by Johnson, 6'4" linebacker. Hornets are going to lose it down on that play.
Bring up second down 11. Our good friend Matt McRobert joining us. He's in Conway tonight. We'll be up there. We're leaving at 5:15 in the morning.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, Matt.
Second and 11 from the 35. The ball moves back. Hornets tied 28 apiece. Here's Justin Butcher, the ball carrier, trying to go back in between the hash marks. A gain of a few. It'll bring up third down and a long 9. Now, Avilar can kick, Brian. We've seen him from just over 40 this season already, but as it stands right now, well out of his range. That would be close to a 50-yarder.
Well, right here, this is crucial. This is the biggest third down of the night for your Huntsville Hornets. It's 3rd and 9.
Under center is Wilson, trips down to the left. The pitch goes back to Jawan Giddens, trying to cut the ankle, and he is tackled up near the neckline. And no gain on the play. 4th down and 9 coming up for Huntsville.
Yeah, boy, I'm telling you, man, it looked like they had their hands around his neck, trying to drag him down from behind. No call.
And I think Southern saw the same thing we did. He just went over and talked to the line judge about it.
Yeah, and the line judge was looking right at it.
Southern went immediately to that line judge.
Well, here we go, Rob. You just talked about Avilar.
33, add 17 to that. And
got 50 yards right here.
Christian Avilar with the wind behind him. On its way, line drive to the left, no good. Give him credit, though. He had the distance. It was just to the left, Brian.
Yeah, he had the distance. You're right. And it looked like he just hooked it right there at the very end before it would reach the goalposts.
Well, if you like close ones, friends, this is it. We are tied 28-28. 2:28 to go here in the ball game. As Rudder will have it for the 12th time tonight. And despite everything, it's been a good one here on both sides. These teams fighting. Huntsville trying to come out 5 up front on the defensive side. Pass goes left side, caught and upended. Oh, when you catch it up that high, you're going to pay for it. And on that play, Izar's pass to Holmes, and Holmes had to pay for that one. That's a Frank Oliveros Realty hard hit.
Boy, he did pay for that one. He got hit down low and up high and just hammered. You know, the thing about Izar, yeah, he's in there, but he's hobbled, so that'll take away his running ability. So he is definitely going to be throwing this football.
Izar in the gun, trips to the right, one up to the left, 2nd and 6 from his own 37. The handoff goes to his man up front, trying to power his way forward is Trey McClinton, and McClinton up to the 49-yard line. Hornets only have 1 timeout remaining. Rudder has no timeouts left, so that may play into it with 1:46 on the clock and ticking, tied 28 apiece. Izar in the gun, passes in the flats right side to Jaquez Martin, and Martin got hit at the belt line at the 48-yard line, well short, of course, of a first down. Will bring up 2nd down and a long 7.
Boy, that's the sophomore Isaiah Collins that just drilled that Brian Rudder receiver. Nice play there by Collins.
2nd down and 8. This young defense with an opportunity here tonight for the Hornets. 4 up front. Izar in the gun, 45 to the 42. Throws over center, and his receiver just ran into a Huntsville Hornet. Do not throw a flag on that. That receiver ran into a Hornet, and that's a good no call, Brian. But boy, Seth Carroll is hurting down there on the field. He has went down twice in this game. He cramps. I think he's just been cramping up, Brian.
Boy, I hate to see anybody get hurt, especially this late in the ball game.
I will say, though, you know, the Rudder players were wanting a flag, and their receiver just ran into the back of a Huntsville defender. You don't throw a flag on that, and that was a good no call.
Yeah, that was a good no call.
And again, Carroll just cramping up a little bit more. Boy, he's been cramping tonight. This time took one to the gut and will walk off, and he's actually holding his left hand down there, walking off under his own power. So that young man is such an important factor for this defense. He is one of the veteran leaders, and he will head over to the sideline, get a little bit of attention here from his trainers. He is holding that left hand, though. You hate to see that from that young man. 3rd down and 8. The Hornet defense trying to hold them. 1:04 to go here in the fourth, 28 apiece. Rudder driving from the Huntsville 49. Izar steps back, empty backfield. He's chased back, delivers the shovel screen. Goes over to his receiver. Left side, pushed out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Well short of the first down. Great pressure by the Hornets defense.
What a great play by that defense. They had a screen play set up to the left side. He dumps it over. They catch it, but that swarm defense collapsed in on the receiver. Nice play there by that defense.
And, Brian, I kind of lost my words. I don't know if I've ever heard of a shovel screen before. We're just making up plays here in the
shovel screens.
Oh, my
funny.
Goodness. You know, Brian, is that a new one? Can we call it out?
Yeah, I think that might be a
Football people will know that's not right. 4th down and 4. It comes down to this. The Hornets defense trying to hold them, empty backfield. 4th down and 4 from the 45. Izar looking over center, caught. First down at the 40. Needed 4, got 5.
You got 50 seconds left in the ball game. As Rob said, Rudder is out of timeouts. So they're going to have to go towards the sidelines at least another 10 or 15 yards to get close to field goal.
57 from here is where it would be into the wind. Izar here goes down into Hartfield. Floor is sacked, baby, to the 45-yard line. Fadane coming up big for the Hornets.
What a play. Rudder's trying to hurry up and get a play off.
They will try to hurry here. It's 2nd down and 15. Back to the 45. 18 seconds and ticking, and they'll spike the ball. Fadane came up with one of the biggest plays of his career.
Well, he sure did. My goodness.
And that down ball will stop the clock at 14. Brian, I have a gut feeling that we're going to overtime.
Well, it sure looks like it with 14 seconds left in regulation and 3rd down. And what are we, Rob? Are we 14, 15, 3rd and 15?
3rd and 15. This young defense trying to make some big plays here. 28-28, 14 seconds to go here in the 4th. Thanks for joining us for Hornet football. 4 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left, 5 wide. Izar stepping back, looking, throws, left side. This one incomplete, and a flag flies. You have got to be kidding me. And the coaching staff to our left is absolutely on their feet.
Absolutely terrible call. The ball was overthrown about 8 yards.
Wow.
Boy, that has been, oh, man. Wow. Oh, man. Come on.
And we'll see where they put it, Brian, because this makes all the difference in the world. Now you're getting close to field goal position with 8 seconds to go. From here, it would be 47 into the wind.
And we do have a pretty good breeze blowing against Rudder.
8 seconds to go. Izar in the gun, 2 receivers to either side from the 30-yard line of the Hornets. Izar looking, throws left side. This one up to corner. It is incomplete with 1 second to go. And they'll let the time run off. We'll see if they put one more back on it. We'll see if they put one more second back on it, Brian. It looked like it was down with 1 second to go.
Well, I'm wondering if there's a flag down and it's against Huntsville.
I don't see one, Brian. Coach Southern is looking up, and they're talking things over. Carlos Zimmermann is down on the sidelines for us. Carlos, what does it look like? Did time expire? They're going to put one more back up there? What do you see, man?
Well, Rob, from my perspective, the ball touched, and I looked up, and it said 1 second. So that should tell you something. They may put 1 second on. I don't know.
I would think they would, because that's exactly what I saw as well. And from here, Brian, it would be a 47-yard field goal into the wind. So do they go for one last Hail Mary ditch effort, or do they go ahead for the 47-yard field goal? And this is something that's been going on all night. Brian, I think that's it. That's the end of the fourth.
I think it is. I think that's the end of regulation because they got the ball. Of course, the referee's standing over the ball on the 30-yard line, but both teams are on the sidelines.
Brian, I'm just going to say this. I know that some of those calls, we may have not felt that they were in our favor tonight, but on this one, I will say something for Rudder. There was 1 second remaining when that ball was incomplete. And so,
and I agree. I think there was 1 second left, but
the official is still standing on the 30. The two coaches are talking things over. Maybe they're deciding, hey, do you want 1 second? Do you run it off? I mean, what are they doing down here? It almost looks like they got a coin flip. I don't know if TJ can get a shot down there from the field and zoom in on those coaches, and maybe we can kind of see a little bit about what's going on down there.
Well, I don't know, but Rodney Southern doesn't look happy at all. And I don't know why. They're both the head coaches are out there with the referee on the 50.
I think they're going to flip it. They're going to do. They're going to overtime. I mean, I thought I saw it. Yep, they're going to flip for it. So that is the end of regulation. The flip is down, and we'll see here, Brian. I think Southern won the flip. No, Izar won the flip. Both of them are pointing. So much confusion, Brian. And I hate to relay it this way because I don't want our audience to be confused.
No, I don't either, but it's been very confusing this whole game with some of this.
Some clear direction on what's going on here. I mean, there was nothing down there on the field that quantified who won the toss. There was absolutely no direction at all. Both coaches kind of pointed, but no official call down on the field of who won the toss.
Well,
and what's happening?
I don't know. You try to look at body language, you can't tell.
Well, I looked for hand signals, and I didn't see any.
Well, I don't see A.J. Wilson out there.
Now the defense is going to run out there, so I guess we'll see.
So Rudder's going to get a chance to score first.
I don't think the rules have changed at the high school level where you're in and you score. Both teams will get a chance here. So we will go to overtime. I don't even know if we have an OT on our scoreboard. I haven't been to a OT in a long time, Brian. So we'll go to overtime here.
Well, this is a wild ball game. Make no mistake about it, folks. I mean.
And we're going to overtime at 28 apiece. We'll keep it right here. So, Zach, here we go. From the 20, Rudder has it. Handoff goes over to the right side. The defense tackling only a 1-yard gain. As the running back there was McClinton. Great defense by the Hornets. Second down and 9.
Great defense there by the Hornets, and it looked like Tyler Pomeroy, junior linebacker, that drug him down for a 1-yard gain. Nice play by that young man.
It's second down and 9. Overtime we are. Rudder with the ball from the 19. They'll get the first opportunity here from right to left. Izar in the gun. 3 receivers to the left. Hands off McClinton again. This time a little bit more, but still not much there. He got it up to around the 16-yard line. 3rd and long coming up for Rudder.
Well, you know what? In overtime, this 3rd and long is biggest play of the night for him right here. Izar's still not 100%. Got a heavy limp on his foot, so that's limiting his running ability.
Three receivers down to the left for the Rangers of Rudder. One up top to the right. It's 3rd down and 6 from the 16 inside the red zone in overtime, 28 apiece. Izar gets a shotgun snap, right corner. Oh, he drilled at the hammer. He caught it, but he had to pay for it at the 8-yard line.
Nice pass, nice catch there by Rudder. It's just about a 7 to 10-yard out route, and he hit him right in the numbers. Rudder picks up the first down.
Well, that's a Frank Oliveira Pinnacle Realty hard hit of the game. Got the first down at the 8-yard line, but that young man, I didn't catch the number, had to pay for it immediately. So here we go, friends. 1st and goal from the 8. Hornets showing pressure up front. Izar, the handoff, and he's slammed in the backfield to the running back. That's big Calvin Simmons, baby.
Calvin Simmons. Big number 10 linebacker shoots the gap and drops him for a loss. Brings up 2nd down for Rudder. They have laid the sticks down. And folks, we are in overtime.
Yeah, Calvin Simmons put the big hit. Nobody was there on him. And that goes all the way back now to the 14. It's 2nd and goal. Izar in the gun. 2 receivers to either side. Izar looking. Passes. Left corner up. Well, overthrows. He had a man wide open with Nate Figures, and it was incomplete. He had him wide open.
Yep, Izar is disgusted with himself. He knows he had him wide open and overthrows him.
28-28 overtime. 3rd down and goal from the 14. This Hornet Green Machine defense trying to hold them. Rudder will break out of the huddle with 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Izar has one back to his right, steps back to pass 22. Pressure breaking down. Izar, he has to throw this one away, mama. Oh, baby, he had to throw it away. Great defensive pressure. Calvin Simmons was back there on him, and I think Izar was trying to sell some.
I think he was too.
Yeah, boy, he fell down. Simmons just kind of looked at him, and I would assume Simmons laughed because Izar went down, made it look like it was roughing the passer. Come on. He's pleading with the official. You're not going to get that call.
Well, you know, again, he got hurt earlier in the ball game, and so he can't run like he did in the first half, and they're fixing to kick a field goal.
It was a 31-yard field goal attempt here. The hold down, the kick on its way, and it is good from 31 yards.
Well, Hornet offense, they have an opportunity. A.J. Wilson and company are going to get their chance, score a touchdown, and the game is over.
That was the 12th possession for Rudder. Started from their own 20, a 37-yard field goal. The wind behind his back. Antonio Gonzalez put it through easily. And it is currently 31-28. Rudder leading. A Hornet touchdown would win the ball game. A field goal would send us to a 2nd overtime.
Boy, the fans are on their feet.
13th possession of the night for the Hornets. It's Wilson in the gun. Flip and dip goes to Butcher left side. 20-15. Butcher guts it forward to the 12-yard line. That's the way to do it, young man. Justin Butcher with a powerful run.
Justin Butcher goes in motion. A.J. Wilson pitches it forward to Butcher. He takes it around, cuts it upfield for a nice 9-yard gain on that play.
TJ Garrett down there on the field getting some great shots of those young men after the plays. Appreciate all his hard work and dedication. Melton up here in the press cam. It's 2nd down and 2 from the 12. Wilson stands in the gun. Giddens the running back to the left. Triplets to the right. Justin Butcher the receiver down to the left. On the left hash mark now, Wilson all alone. Throws over. Giddens at the 10. Got the first down at the 7.
Giddens goes out in the flats. A.J. Wilson looked him off, comes back to him on the left side, picks up the first down, and the Hornets are threatening.
Trey Taylor, part of a triplet package with Cam Cole alongside Matthew Tatum on the right side is triplets again. It's Butcher to the left. It's 1st and goal from the 7. Wilson in the gun. Handoff Giddens. Giddens tracking his way across the 5. Down to the 3. Oh, what a run by Jawan Giddens. Down to the 2-yard line for the Hornets.
Boy, Giddens' feet never stop pumping, and he picks up an extra 3 yards when it looked like he was going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage.
It's 2nd down and goal from the 2. This crowd is on their feet, and we've got a timeout. We'll take it with them for 30 seconds on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
There are times in every game when a coach calls a timeout so his players can rest, recover, and refocus. Here at University Heights Baptist Church, we want you to take that same approach when it comes to the game of life. Take a timeout and spend time with Jesus. He can help you rest, recover, and refocus.
Hometown proud, Hornets strong. KSAM is your hometown radio station.
101.7 KSAM and the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. We're live up here in the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Season presented by First Financial Bank. In overtime, Hornets with a chance for the go-ahead win. It's 2nd down and goal from the 2. We are tied, or actually 31-28. Rudder had a field goal earlier on their first try here in overtime. Tatum will line up as a receiver to the left. Hornets look like they're going to try to punch this one in. Wilson in the gun. He will keep it. Wilson trying to go forward. Oh, he backs up to the 1-yard line. He was so close to the 1-yard line. A.J. Wilson.
Well, A.J. Wilson fakes a handoff and pulls it. It goes up the middle. And, man, they are, like Rob said, on the 1-yard line. If they punch it in, they win the game.
Fire up the grill, baby. A touchdown is looming. It's 3rd and goal from the 1. Handoff. No, it's going in. Is he there? Maybe just an inch short of the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. And did the ball pop out, Brian, at the goal line? Oh, no. Rudder thinks they have it, and if so, that's the game. Oh, this is heartbreaking to see a game end on a fumble. Rudder players act like they have it. The officials have not officially called anything yet. Coach Southern wants the touchdown.
Boy, that's just unbelievable. Oh, man.
Southern is absolutely livid. And that's it. That's the game, friends. Hornet players, Ethan Casas down there is extremely upset, as he should be. That's not the way you want to see one end. Unbelievable.
No, you sure don't.
We'll step aside and take a break. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Rudder wins 31-28.
Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home is a proud member of the Huntsville community. I am a proud member of the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home team. Hi, this is Billy Cawthon, and I'm also a proud Huntsville Hornet football alumni, class of 1999. This year we are celebrating the next generation of Hornet football as my son is playing on the freshman team. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we understand life is about celebrations, and we are the hometown experts in celebrating life. Sting 'em, Hornets.
Self-storage facility post-game wrap-up. Tough heartbreaker tonight for the Huntsville Hornets. Things just not going their way. I don't want to take away, Brian. And I know, look, man, as a broadcaster for a high school team and for our hometown Hornets, we get behind them. We're a fan just as much as the audience out there listening. I know that we've got a lot of Rudder fans joining as well. I don't want to take anything away from Rudder. This was a hard-fought game on both sides. You just hate to see some of the play calls tonight. And I don't want to take away from Rudder, though. They played a great game. They had some big plays, but unfortunately tonight for the Hornets, that's just the way it fell, and you got to pick up your pieces and move on, Brian. 31-28 in overtime. A fumble. It looked like from up here that the Hornets may have crossed that line, but instead they call it a fumble, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, in an overtime game on a fumble, especially on the 1-yard line when you feel like your guys have punched it in, but hey, you know what? You got to secure the football, and that's that's just basic football, and that is what didn't happen there. So it gave the referees an opportunity to call it a turnover, and they certainly did. But you know what? The Hornets need to look back, and there were some big plays they gave up. And to your point, Rob, you got to give Rudder credit. I mean, they never gave up. You know, Izar went out. He came back in limping and hobbling, did what he had to do to pull off a victory. But this one hurts. Make no mistake about it. This was a tough loss.
You know, the Hornets went 2 years without losing a regular season game. They have now lost the first district game here in a couple of years, and also the home opener on district home opener. And now 2 in a row for the Huntsville Hornets. They came off a very tough loss at C.E. King, and then here tonight another tough one here at home. And again, that's just the way it goes. As the school spirit song is played, the fans are still here supporting their Hornets. And the Rudder fans, as they should be, very excited. It was a great game for Rudder. They're now 4-0, and that's a great start for this young squad this season. We'll continue the AB Squared Self-Storage Halftime Report when we come back. Stay with us. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they've got it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com. AB Squared Self-Storage is a proud sponsor of Huntsville Hornet football. Sting 'em Hornets.
Joetta's Boutique knows all about fashion. We offer trendy and affordable styles, as well as timeless and traditional choices, with sizes ranging from extra small to 2X. We strive for excellence with our outstanding merchandise and friendly customer service. Please come and see for yourself. We're located inside Westhill Mall here in Huntsville, or you can shop on our website at joettas.com. And be sure and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Joetta's Boutique, vintage and new, classy and glam.
This is B.J. McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through 3 primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC apps. Sting 'em Hornets and eat 'em up Cats.
So I'm here with Clint Mack from Wiesner of Huntsville. What would you say to someone who has never been to Wiesner of Huntsville?
Come try the experience for yourself. We do things different here. We're a very relational business. We're not a transactional business, and we want to make you feel like you're part of our family.
Is there a Wiesner difference or a Wiesner experience?
There is. It'd be honesty and integrity. We've stood by that, and we are going to continue that in a world that doesn't necessarily live by those rules.
Well, you've heard from Clint Mack at Wiesner of Huntsville, and if you haven't tried Wiesner of Huntsville, go do so. You'll be glad you did.
Hi folks, this is Jack at Adams Furniture. You know, furniture today is hard to find, but at Adams Furniture, we have a whole store full of furniture. We've got the sofas, the sectionals, the recliners, the lazy board gallery. We've got the mattresses, bedroom suite. You buy it right off my floor. You see it, you buy it, we deliver it. We've got a whole store full. We've got warehouses full. Remember, that's Adams Furniture at 75 North and 10th Street, or shop online at shopatadams.com.
COVID-19 rapid testing is now available at TexPress Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms are needed. Now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Not sure which test is right for you? TexPress Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments are needed. Walk-ins only. TexPress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website at TexPressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's TexPress Urgent Care next to Sports Clips in Huntsville.
Welcome to the Huntsville Hornets High School Football Postgame Show, sponsored by AB Squared Self-Storage. With the game recap, here's Rob Hipp and Brian Adams.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams in a Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth, and we were just taking a look at that final play, and from up here, Brian, just on the video, it's a hard angle, taking a look at it, it looked like Jawan Giddens was across the line before he dropped that ball. And once you cross the line, you can drop it and do whatever you want with it. It was just the angle that we had. We didn't have another angle on that other side. That's what it looked like from here. But to a good point, let's go down to Carlos Zimmermann. He is down there with head coach Rodney Southern. Carlos, down to you.
Thanks, Rob. Coach, heartbreaking loss tonight, 31-28. Rudder takes this one. Just looking at the game overall, AJ showed some flashes of, greatness, running the ball like you're used to seeing from him. Just give me your overall thoughts on the performance tonight.
Well, I thought AJ played well. He used his legs when he needed to. He threw the ball out of bounds or threw the ball away when he didn't have what he wanted. We dropped one that could have been a big play, but I thought AJ overall played pretty well.
Looking just at, it's hard to look at the what ifs because it is what it is at this point with the way the game just goes up. I mean, what could y'all have done differently to try and just not let it come down to what it came down to?
Well, I think when we were up 21-7, we got to try to close it out there. If you get up, 24 or 28-7 there, it makes it a little tougher. Now it's you almost got to throw the football to try to get back in it. And we gave up a couple big plays tonight. And we're still very young defensively. We're going to make some mistakes. We just can't make them in critical situations. The long touchdown when we're up 21-7 was a tough one because that gives them a little momentum going into halftime. And then, in the end there, some of those penalties, I'm going to keep my mouth shut on that so I don't get in trouble. But, you can't ever blame a win or a loss on officials, and I've never done that. But it's hard to fight momentum when you make a big play and there's a penalty or there's a questionable penalty. But either way, we didn't make enough plays, and they made one more than we did.
Again, a tough loss tonight, Coach, but district continues to roll on. Still a lot of games to go. A&M consolidated next week. Just tell me how you're going to recover from the heartbreaker tonight.
Well, the good thing is A&M and Lamar Consolidated play tomorrow night, so we're going to get to go see them live. We'll at least get a real look at them instead of on film, and then we'll go back to work Monday just like we always do.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Sorry for the loss tonight, but we'll see you next week.
All right.
Rob, Brian, take us home.
All right, Carlos Zimmermann down there for the sideline post game with head coach Rodney Southern, brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Coach always, his response is classy, very respected coach, and I got to agree with him. There were some things there as that goes on, but I agree with him also that you can't blame a game on officiating. And those guys are down there. They've got a tough job. I never criticize officials too harshly. It's not our job to do that, but, we will look at certain things, and that's easy because that's what fans do. Certainly don't do it at the college level. You can get away with it at the high school level, Brian, but I got to tell you, man, it was a tough one tonight, and to Coach's point, you just have to make that one extra play, and we were up 21-7 and gave up some big plays. That's tough, and to your point, down there at the end, regardless if he crossed the plane or not, you got to hold on to the football. You don't want to give any possibility, any shadow of a doubt that it wasn't a fumble. And when you lose the ball, you just got to hold on to it, Brian, and that's unfortunate. That's the way it goes. Huntsville loses their first district game of the season. They've lost 2 in a row, now sit at 2-2 on the season. But they'll pick up and recover, and I like what Coach says. It's a young team. We get used to winning here in Huntsville under Coach Southern's leadership. This is a young team. They're going to grow and develop and continue to get better. The sky's the limit for these young men.
Yeah, it is, as a matter of fact. And, it's a heartbreak loss, but, it's a game of football. And those things happen. But it is a very young Hornet football team. And when you have a freshman or two playing and you just bring up a JV guy, and these guys are playing some significant time, it's a young team. But you know what? You got to, when you have a lead like that, a good veteran team needs to shut the door. And take and just keep putting their foot on their throat. And the Hornets let Rudder get back into the ball game. And then the momentum changed. And then some of the calls we were talking about happened. And you could just see the momentum switch. And, the Hornets got a ball game next week. This is the first game of district. So it's still wide open. The Hornets still got a long season left. They'll recover. Great coaching staff, great athletes. They'll look and see what they need to do to improve, and they'll improve.
We'll step aside. We'll take one more final break. We got to cut out of here because we got to get up at 5:15. Actually, we got to get up at about 4:30 or 4:15. We got to get on the road by 5:15. 7.5 hours of driving there. 7.5. That's 15 hours of driving, Brian, coming up tomorrow. So
I know. Have fun on that drive down there. I'll be sleeping in the back seat.
We'll step aside. We'll take a break. We'll continue with the AB Squared Self-Storage Facility postgame wrap-up. Hornets losing a heartbreaker tonight in overtime, 31-28. We'll be back in a moment for our final segment here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they've got it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com. AB Squared Self-Storage is a proud sponsor of Huntsville Hornet football. Sting 'em Hornets.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
Back at it, friends. Rob Hipp, Brian Adams, live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth here in the AB Squared Self-Storage Facility post-game wrap-up. 31-28. Hornets lose a heartbreaker in overtime tonight. Hornets were busy. They led at one point in this contest 21-7. That was back in the second quarter on the fourth possession by the Hornets with about 4 minutes to go. But then it was really Rudder finding momentum. We talked about that shift of momentum. There was an interception. Rudder threw an interception. Hornets had an opportunity to try to capitalize, but they got held. They had to punt the football. That kind of started this whole rhythm of punting ending up into the second quarter. And then really, though, I want to step back because Rudder, they hit that field goal, remember, late there as time started to wind down, or not a field goal, but the 3-yard touchdown pass to Martin to make it 21-14. That was just with about 8 seconds or so to go. And that's another one that I was looking at, and maybe I misread it, but it looked like the clock had 8 seconds on it. There was a lot of discussion, and then before we know it, there's about 15 seconds back on the clock. Rudder has an opportunity. They take advantage. They score a touchdown. That gives them momentum heading into the second half.
Yeah, you know what? Right before halftime, it doesn't matter what level of football you're playing. You certainly don't want your opponent to score right before you go in to the locker rooms to talk about the first half. And that's what happened tonight, you know, with the Hornets. And as you just said, you could see the momentum start to change once they scored right before half. And, man, when momentum leaves you, I don't care what sport you're playing, when the momentum leaves you, it is so tough to come back from. But, you know, the Hornets, again, man, they got a game next week against A&M Consolidated. It's going to be a nice, tough ball game again. But, hey, it's going to be the second game in district, and just go out and get a win.
Yeah, the Hornets, I mean, it's 2-2 now as they slip, losing 2 in a row. They lost versus C.E. King, of course, 49-6 in that one. A better effort tonight here to open district play. But then, as you said, you know, we'll be on the road at A&M Consolidated. That one will be there in College Station Friday, the first day of October. The cool weather is here. 7:30 kick. We'll have pregame starting, of course, at 7 o'clock. The lone score for the Hornets that really – you know, we found some life there for the Hornets. You go through the third, there was absolutely no scoring, just a lot of really, and I'm just going to say it, it was just sloppy offense from both sides of the ball throughout that third quarter. As we saw a lot of punts, some opportunities there for both teams. They couldn't capitalize, couldn't move the ball. But then you go into the fourth quarter, and to start things, it was Cam Cole, as the Hornets had a drive that started on their own 40-yard line. Cam Cole received a pass there from A.J. Wilson for 18 yards and a score. That put the Hornets back up. Appreciate Chrissy and all of her support this season again. Under center here is Wilson from the 18 on 1st and 10. Rolls to the right, fake the handoff, trying to find a receiver, all alone, touchdown, mama! Oh, baby! And that was Cam Cole at that point, 28-14, but that's the last touchdown that the Hornets scored. It was 11-14 to go in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty fourth, and then it was Rudder scoring a 75-yard touchdown pass immediately following. That was a big one. And then, of course, we go into overtime, and we all know what happened there. Brian, final thoughts before we sign off tonight, my friend?
Well, you know, the Hornets, to me, looked certainly a different team than they did last week. They played some really good football tonight. They had some really good plays. Cam Cole is coming out, and he is doing well. I mean, that first play of the ball game, 51-yard touchdown, is just amazing. And then that touchdown you just showed. So he's starting to really come into get his groove. A.J. Wilson looked a lot better. He made a lot better decisions tonight than he did last week. But, again, tough loss. Got to give Rudder credit. They did what they had to do to win.
31-28 your final. Huntsville back at it next Friday. We'll be on the road at A&M Consolidated again, 7 p.m. pregame and 7:30 kickoff right here on the home of the Hornets, KSAM Sports. And also, as I mentioned throughout this ball game, video brought to you on the KSAM Sports Network by our good friends at the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, hometown experts in celebrating life. For Parks, back at the KSAM studios, running the board for us, on-site engineer here tonight, Nathan Hight, Melton Green up in the box running camera, Carlos Zimmermann, our wonderful sideline reporter, alongside TJ Garrett. Melton Green up here as well. We also had Mr. Caden helping to do stats tonight. We appreciate him for stepping up and offering that. For Brian Adams, I'm Rob Hipp. Your final tonight, 31-28. Huntsville Falls. We'll be back at it next week. Friends, want to remind you tonight that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. Good night, and God bless Huntsville. We'll see you next time.
AB